Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board, yes!
We are here to answer your questions today, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the first time in NOTB history that we took real questions from the audience for an entire episode. So we hit y'all up on Twitter, on Instagram, and ask y'all to ask us questions. We're going to do our very best to answer as many as possible. Some of them will be basketball related, but since it is the off season, sit back, relax.
95% of the questions that I selected are not basketball. I think Darrick got basketball, so I'm going to let Darrick, after we do drop the mic, Darrick, you can start to get them basketball ones out the way. I wasn't
just get them out the way. We done with basketball.
I just wasn't a fan of the basketball questions. And I'm not saying that against the fans because it's the off season. So it's like none of us really have anything to kind of wonder. So shout out to y'all for trying to create good basketball questions because it is very tough to come up with basketball questions.
I also like that when we had
right
the non-basketball questions, they also just get a little bit more of like a feel for us because they have to do so much like, at least like I feel like they dig for conversation that we have and it's like, oh, Kenny likes this. Kenny like this is literally just us telling you about other stuff besides basketball.
Yeah, that was the lens that I put on to find questions. So hopefully all of the new people that have seen us with the numbers on the board can figure out a little bit more about us personally. But let's start with this drop the mic because we ain't had one in a long time. I missed drop the mic.
All right, so
You smiling? I got him blushing.
You know what was in my head the other day?
What?
If you got a question and you know it's fire, get on Twitter.
Why was
and
that
ask
in
the
your
wire.
mind?
I have no idea.
Well, it can't be the wire no more, so they have to be
That boy
changed.
came with a jingle.
We need
like
a new
Jamie
jingle
Foxx.
for numbers on the board questions.
All right, well,
You ever seen Jamie Foxx show, Mike?
yeah.
You know that was his job besides the hotel. He wrote jingles.
Yeah. We were just talking about that.
Yeah, we talked about it a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, drop the mic. What's a random 50-point game from the 2010s you remember vividly?
I feel like you have one in mind because you brought.
I have a couple in mind. One I remember I watched Kyrie drop 50. I think it was 55 on the Spurs.
Oh, Spurs,
That was dope as hell to watch. I also remember this was weird too, but Darrick Williams dropped like 50 on the Bobcats.
Yes.
And I remember
54, I think.
With the Nets, with the headband. With the
Yes,
red
and I
jerseys,
remember that one vividly because like half the game they were just giving them one side of the court and they were like post up there. We got you.
That Kyrie one was interesting.
Wait. You said Darrick or Darren?
Darren.
Yeah.
Darrick
No, it
Williams
definitely wasn't no Darrick.
Yeah, I was like,
definitely
what the
ain't
hell?
dropped no 50.
Did he get to 22?
Probably
I'm
not.
sure Darrick Williams had a third finger.
I said 22 because Darrick Williams over there.
Oh my God, you crazy.
Darrick Williams, career high.
I would guess 27.
I'll go 20.
30.
31.
All
Oh,
right.
wow.
He
Darrick
will.
Williams got up to
hoop.
30.
He could hoop, man.
Yeah,
He good,
he
yeah.
was a hooper.
He shot 40% from three in
Guys
college.
like him, even if they don't have the career, they gonna have a night
They
or
gonna- yeah.
four that you remember in a career because it's just what they do.
I told the story before. This is why I can never be a scout. I thought Darrick Williams was going to be really good coming out of college.
That
I don't
makes
think
sense.
that's
I thought he was
crazy
gonna
though.
be really,
He was-
really
yeah.
good.
He was really good in college. The only thing about him is those guys who be really good in like the not freshman year, you just have to have it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
You just have to. But I can't fault you for that.
Yeah.
They thought Darrick Williams, he was a second pick.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
true.
They thought he
I
was
thought he was
gonna
gonna
be
be
good.
wrong.
He shot 40% for three, hella athletic, defensive too. Like, I thought he was about to be
He was a
Tweener.
monster at Arizona.
Yeah, I thought
he
was
would have.
gonna be nice.
He would have been on a college cover if we had a college. That's how good he was. Who went number one that year?
Darrick Williams' draft is 20.
What year is that?
My goodness.
2013?
No, it's a little
Was
bit
it
before that, I'm pretty sure.
I'm finna look it up real quick.
Okay.
2011. It's the 2011 draft.
Oh, I was right.
Okay. Is that Kyrie?
Yeah, Kyrie.
Yeah, there you go.
So
Don't forget
Kyrie-
Inez Cantor.
Kyrie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it went
Gosh.
Kyrie,
It went
Darrick Williams, Cantor, and then Tristan Williams.
Tristan
Thompson.
Tristan
Then
Thompson.
Jonas Valanciunas.
Yep. Then I bet you can't
At
guess.
6 is Jan Vesley.
Yeah. Vesley.
Damn. Would you get Kyrie and Val, kind of?
At 7 is what Derek Favors.
Oh, man.
How many current
7 is
basketball players?
Bismack Biyombo.
Bismack Biyombo.
How many current players are still in?
Oh, the
active
Derek
in that
Favors is a
draft?
different draft.
It's a good question.
You said
'cause
how
I
many
know
current players are still in here?
Yeah,
Like
how
Kyrie.
many are still active?
Paul
Right.
George is the last one in his class.
Kyrie and
Valanciunas.
Valanciunas.
Valanciunas. Kemba just retired. Kawhi.
Oh, yeah.
Vucevic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that class still
Tobias
got some.
Harris.
Oh, okay.
Kenneth Freeze in this draft class. Jimmy Butler's in here.
Oh, okay.
And that was just the first round.
I always have a special place in my heart for that class because in my career, that's who you train
Yeah.
against. Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah, that was a good ass time.
Derrick Favors. I definitely remember Derrick Favors in them.
My random 50-point game. And this is not from that long ago, but you talk about remember vividly. Because I remember a lot of 50-point games, but you say vividly.
Yeah.
I was at a Halloween party when Derrick Rose dropped his 50 for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
KB. That's the game I was thinking.
And
about
I was
too.
so pissed to be at that party.
Them
Because
Jimmy Butler ass glasses.
shout out to Doflamingo, the greatest villain in anime history. I was at this Halloween party, and I'm so pissed because I'm checking my Twitter, and it's going crazy about Derrick. I'm not watching this live. And it's a small party, and I asked the host, can I, like, what is it called when you go from your phone to the TV?
Screen share.
Screen share, AirPlay, AirDrop, whatever.
Yeah.
Can I AirPlay this game? And then I watched, like, the last quarter of Derrick Rose's 50.
That was a nice night.
That was.
And
a
I
nice
was
night.
emotional. I had a fake mustache.
It was crazy seeing him get emotional too from that moment.
Yeah.
Like it's just.
I don't think this was 50. You remember we was at the bowling alley and LaMarcus? I think he had like 44.
Oh, when
Yes,
that was
Derrick
Zion-
was turning
I don't
the
think
hell
that was
up.
50 though.
that was
Yeah,
Zion's debut.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Derrick was turning up at that bowling alley for LaMarcus Aldridge. I remember
Wait,
that.
I thought Zion's debut.
No, didn't Zion debut happen when we were in New York?
When he was
Yeah.
hitting threes.
Yeah.
And we got home and got that pink diamond.
I forgot who LaMarcus, but LaMarcus was turned up.
That sound like a playoff game when he had like 44 against the Rocket. But
This is like, I don't remember if it was a playoff game because we was just like a random day in the bowling alley.
Because he was on the Spurs by then, right?
Yeah, he was.
Okay. Was Jimmy Butler?
He had 56.
Was
Is
Jimmy?
he
this
had
the game I'm
56
thinking
that
of?
game?
He had a 56-point game with the Spurs.
That couldn't have been that game, bro.
56? I do not remember that.
LaMarcus had a 50. He almost
That's
had
why I
60.
felt like that game we watched, he had like 40 something.
LaMarcus was giving. Who was he giving to work like that?
The Thunder.
Damn.
He had a 45-point game the year before that and then a 40-point game a year after that. So it might have been one of these games. But I definitely remember Derrick screaming to the top of his lungs at the bowling alley.
Was the Jimmy game against Philly 52?
Yes. A
I
bad
remember-
Philly. I remember that too.
I remember that vividly.
You
That's
wanna
when
know
I
why?
could-
Is he on
remember
the
that?
Bulls?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember that one because I didn't watch the damn game live. We watched The Shining, and then we went to
Oh, wow.
what's a piece of place by the golf course that we be going to swing? It's a piece of place right over
Connie's.
Connie's. We went
Oh.
to Connie's, and we're sitting at Connie's, and on TV, it's the end of that game. I'm like, Jimmy Butler had what?
I remember watching
Is this
that
us
game.
as a group?
No. I
Oh.
was with my girlfriend at the time.
Oh, okay.
My girlfriend at the time was crazy. I just remember watching that game being like at awe. Like, is he serious, right? He making all of these shots?
Yeah.
Like, that was a crazy game. I think that made me like I didn't really like Jimmy Butler for a while.
Really?
That made me like a Jimmy Butler
I like
fan.
Jimmy Butler from the jump.
Yeah, I didn't like Jimmy Butler.
From the jump, day one, 30th pick. From the jump.
Well, when he started getting minutes.
When he started coming out that bench, and he had nothing else to do but show he belonged on the court by like just doing nothing
Tip
but
dunks
hustle
and
plays.
I was such a Derrick Rose fan that when Jimmy Butler was on his thing, people were starting to say that he was better than Derrick Rose, and that turned me off from him. He was good,
That was one thing about him. He was more durable.
but when people were saying that made me instantly be like, y'all
Because it
tripping
had
now.
the mix too, because D Rose kept getting hurt. And
Yeah,
like that's when he
why people
started
were saying
ascending.
it.
Yeah.
They just wanted something to cling on to, and I'm like, are y'all
I mean,
shitting
Jimmy
me?
Butler made three all defensive teams
With the Bulls?
with the Bulls.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So now
That's
every
very
once in a
good.
while, I look back on those highlights and be like, damn, I would have
Has he
enjoyed
made
this
any
a
with the
lot
Heat?
more.
With the Heat, he made one,
Okay.
but that's only because his ass is never eligible anymore.
Kind of like the Warriors. I look back with KD on the Warriors and I'm like, man, I would have enjoyed this a little bit more if I wasn't hating.
Yeah, I feel that way.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, I feel that way about the Heat, not necessarily.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
the
I would have
Heat too.
definitely enjoyed
The
LeBron
first year of the
more
Heat.
if I wasn't hating on him.
After they lost, I was over it. But that first year, I go back and I was like, LeBron was
It's-
really killing
It
shit.
sounds so funny when you just admit he said if I wasn't hating on him, I
That's
could
what
have.
that's
It could have
what
been a
it
better
was.
experience.
You was hating too.
I was.
You had a whole OKC Thunder fan page back in the day. They don't know. They don't know about that, Mike. They don't know
Thunder
about that.
Nation.
It was just a common
He
thing
was
to not
calm
like
before
the
calm.
Heat.
That really was the thing. Like, Heat Nation, Laker Nation.
Yeah.
That's what everybody had in their bios or tweeting. And
Was he a Laker fan back then? Because I don't remember a Laker
I remember
fan
a whole
page.
lot of OKC
I was a Laker
Nation.
fan.
Right.
I probably wasn't as big as a Laker fan as I am now.
Who was the most
I'm just
crazy?
fan of
Who was the most
basketball.
random player that y'all hated on?
I don't know. I don't know if I have one. I really didn't enjoy Watching Ronnie Brewer play basketball back in the day.
With the Bulls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had
Carlos
just,
Boozer was one for me too.
bro, this is what I've been doing this offseason. I got to take these
I
off.
can't believe you say that. Carlos Boozer is so nice.
That's
No,
your
no, no.
type of player, too.
No.
so nice.
With Utah, yeah. Once he came to the Bulls, it was like, bro.
But he wasn't god awful.
No, he was actually, look. Okay, so what I've been doing this offseason, just because I've been bored at the crib, I would type in a team like 2004 Mavericks into YouTube.
Yeah.
And somebody just has a bunch of games of every single team. And 2004 Mavericks, for the people at home, had the highest difference between the average offense to their offense. So by one statistic, they are the greatest offense of all time. So I was like, let me see what this is about. So I'm watching them versus the Seattle Supersonics. Watch that game, super fun. Rashad Lewis had 38.
What's the starting lineups?
They had a guy. The Supersonics had a guy that, again, this is 2004, so I'm very early in my NBA fandom. Never heard this man's name before in my life.
Who?
I'm gonna show you a picture. 'cause
Johan Petro?
No, I know Johan Petro. I'm gonna show you a picture because I tweeted, "Who the hell is
Oh,
this dude?"
that's why you do. That's why you tweeted that.
Yes, and I wonder
Oh.
how many NBA fans knew who he was. The reality was people were cheating, and they just took my picture and put it back into Google.
Yeah.
And got the name. But Ray Allen's on this team.
Rashad Lewis.
They had Flip Murray on this
Flip
team.
Murray, yes, sir.
And then the center was a guy that I've never
They
recognized.
probably had
before.
Danny Fortson on that team.
Calvin Booth was playing.
Oh, shit.
This guy. Tell me who this is.
I don't know who
Exactly.
that is.
I'm just, look who
What's
this.
his name, though?
My mom is calling me. I couldn't pronounce it. It's just
That boy look like a young Steven Adams.
kinda. His name is Vidlai Potapinko. Played 11 years in the NBA. Never heard the name before.
Damn, he had an 11-year
years.
career.
And started
Yeah.
for half of it.
I don't
Wow.
remember, dude.
Either way, this is like Steve Nash. This is a rookie Josh Howard, and it was just a fun ass game
Josh
because
Howard.
Dirk had 40 plus. And I was like, you know what? Let me just do
Sean
this.
Bradley.
Sean Bradley did play 12 minutes and scored 2 points, 1 to 5. And let me take this and do other teams. And I went back to watch 2012 Chicago Bulls.
That's why you tweeted out the Keith Bogans.
Keith Bogan's minutes, right?
What type of night is it for you now?
I'm not sure just yet. But I say all of that
So
to
you
say.
capped.
What
It
you mean?
wasn't a Keith Bogans type night.
I did. I watched the whole game. It was game one
You
versus
watched the
Pacers.
Bulls, though.
But he
I
had
thought
he had a
you were.
crazy
I thought
block
you
in
were.
that game.
I thought
Okay.
you were watching specifically Keith
Oh, no,
Bogans.
That shit probably
Hell
don't
no.
exist. What
Hell
college
no.
Keith Bogans went to?
Um,
Anybody?
I have no idea.
Anybody?
Virginia,
Guess. This is guessable.
Duke,
This is guessable.
Arkansas.
Kansas.
This is guessable. Y'all kind of getting warm.
Kentucky.
UNC.
Kentucky.
But I say all of that to say 90% of the Bulls' offense then was ran through Carlos Boozer.
It wasn't even the offense
And
that
this-
bothered me.
I'm watching this 12
Yeah.
years later, and I was so pissed to watch him get a touch every time down the court.
Yeah, it wasn't the offensive thing. He
bet.
kind of did the same thing. He always called it and did that.
Then he gonna take that
And
fadeaway
then
edge jumper,
yes,
stand
then
and
he take that
still.
long fade.
Now, this is what I'm going to say.
How hard can
See,
you jump?
the argument. Do what KB did, but do 2008 Utah Jazz.
Oh yeah, that Boozer. Yes, I understand why you gave him every touch.
It's a
But what-
2012, 2013 Wilson Chandler type of night.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are that bad.
That's an incredible
Boozer
night.
also did this thing where he always would push the guy boxing him out in the back and
Oh.
get called.
I thought
He
you were
also
gonna
had
be
a
pushing
couple
to get the
Carmelo Anthony moments where he like, get out of here on a
Oh
rebound.
yeah.
I'm like, I remember the and one. And
No,
the,
yeah,
I didn't
that's
remember
my
Oh,
the
favorite.
get
bro,
out
he
of
went to
here.
yell and one when nobody touched him.
Yeah, but he did
I-
yell and one and got
Carlos
and one.
Boozer was nice
Yeah, but
before
you know what?
the Bulls.
His usage rate with the Bulls was higher than Utah. Like I went to a whole deep dive on this
Well-
because that's how much I was pissed about it.
Well, in Utah, for that's kind of crazy. Who was the Bulls coach? Vinny Del Negro at the time?
I don't think Vinny coached Carlos.
Oh. So this is early Tom Thibodeau because yeah, it don't make
This
sense.
is Tom Thibodeau, 62.
Now I know
win, Tom
Derrick
Thibodeau.
Rose at the time was no Darren Williams as far as playmaker, but at the still I would still have him as my highest usage because I feel that's my biggest thing when I seen Carlos Boozer not really translate. I'm like, man, it's just maybe him and Darren Williams just had a much better connection, and also they had Mehmet Okur who was spacing the floor as one of the early stretch fives back in that time. But yeah, I love when they got him because I'm like, finally, the Bulls at that time ain't really go get people.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of the Carlos Boozer from Utah, so I'm like, hey, look at the Bulls. get
Yeah, it was
active.
exciting when it
And
happened.
then but he wasn't god awful.
He was good.
He just
He was
made a
good
lot
for
of money.
he was
and
good
it
for
didn't
that
match from
15 and
Utah.
8 a game.
Yeah.
And then it was like
15 and 8.
Thibodeau didn't have him in the closing lineup. It was always Taj Gibson.
Who I loved. I
Yeah.
love Taj
I
Gibson
don't know
with the
if I would
Bulls.
say always, but
Well,
Taj
not at the
definitely
beginning
closed
when
some
Carlos got there,
games.
yeah. But then after a few years, Thibodeau was like, "Yeah, we're not closing a game with you."
Taj Gibson was so nice because he was super good at USC, but he was a guy that I wasn't sure
He
if
was
he was
like
going to get to the
23
NBA.
years old as a rookie, like
Yeah.
23.
Dog, you remember we went to that New York Knicks game and he hit like 2 or 3 threes?
Corner
Yes,
threes? Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
He was really one of those prototypical like backup. I don't even. He was a backup big, but
Mhm.
like he never won 6 man of the year just because he wasn't going to give you the offensive
But-
numbers. But like his impact was felt on the court.
It was like at a very smaller scale. Don't take this out of context, like what Iguodala was doing with the Warriors,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
his counter stats was never going to show the full impact. So Iggy never won 6 man of the year when he probably should have, because he was the most impactful guy off the bench in the NBA at one point. Taj Gibson is in that conversation of like he can give you 6 and 6, but damn, he gonna feel like he was one of the better players on the
Yeah,
court.
especially defensively.
Yeah.
Him and Noah together defensively was nasty.
Also, Darrick, you know what when I was watching in that game?
Luol Deng shot creation.
Luol Deng shot.
I don't know how many buckets he got off
He
like
got
a
a
pin down or a cut.
He got a few creation type of
It's very
jumpers.
fundamental, his
Yeah.
creation. It's
It
not
wa-
like he gonna go, yeah.
It was very stiff.
Yes, it's very
Um,
stiff.
But shout out to Luol Deng, because South Sudan had a great run in
Yes,
the
they
Olympics.
did.
He's
Shout out to
funding
him.
all of that throughout his own pockets.
So
and
you
stuff,
saying
so-
stiff? RJ Barrett should watch some Luol Deng
Yeah, but you know what? RJ's averaging 25, and
in the Olympics.
it's since he got traded plus the Olympics, yeah. So who knows?
I hope RJ take that lead. I love me some RJ Barrett.
Speaking
He
of
had
that,
a nice-
they go against France in like 30 minutes. It's 20 minutes, so
Yeah.
that's what's gonna be on towards later in the show. That's a lot of NBA. Let's get to the questions.
He gave me questions.
Okay.
Oh, okay, word.
So one thing I wanted to do is I'm gonna drop it in the chat. I want y'all to participate with me. We're gonna essentially create the best big lineup. Somebody wanted me to do it, but I want us to do it as a group.
Okay.
So you
We did not vet these questions, by the way. So if Darrick picks some crazy ones,
No.
You off to a crazy start.
Oh,
Pick a big lineup.
give me your best 5 bigs on a $15 budget.
He wanted you to do that, so we want you to do it. I saw that tweet. It literally
Yeah.
said Darrick and the other guys if they want to.
That's why I thought it was gonna be fun.
You the big man connoisseur up here.
I thought it was gonna be
But
fun. if
hey,
we
Pete,
did it.
he was in his stream talking about big man the other day, and I wish you would have heard it. He was like, people think big man job is easy, but you got to bang all the time. People expect you to play defense. And then people was
man.
like, is that what you do?
Right.
What was the context of that conversation?
He was talking about something. He was just about being a big man. He's like,
I just
you
forgot
get
what we were
tired as hell doing all that banging and all that type of stuff, and it's not
yeah.
like
You,
you don't even do
any of
that.
and still be tired.
He's like, that's why I be giving the big man so much slack.
Oh, I think they were talking about. I think we were talking about something about like playing basketball, but I was like, I don't do that no more because that shit is tiring.
I've never seen you really get in that bag too many times.
I mean, when I was younger, I used to post up all the time. That's all I did.
I do it when he was in.
Post
I
up,
be, hell yeah.
post
hell
up
yeah.
effectively
No, I was a solid post up.
I would say so.
yeah.
Given the time
against
I
the
thought
B
so.
team guys. Which you should not have been playing against no damn B team.
I gave the 8 guys work too.
Not
I was
not.
gonna say,
Just
not enough,
in,
apparently.
NBA All-Star Larry Market and Utah Jazz are expected to agree on a massive long-term contract extension and sign Wednesday or later, making him untradeable for the entirety of the 2024-2025 season.
Didn't they just say he wasn't? It was unlikely.
It was unlikely that it get done today, because if he get it done today,
He want that big bag.
if he gets it done today, then the earliest he can get traded is literally trade deadline.
Okay.
If he gets it done tomorrow, then he can't get traded at all. So they're saying,
he controls his own destiny.
Oh, that's kind
But yeah, your highlight was working with Coach Lottie, which I can't remember. That was your sophomore year.
Yeah.
That's the most effective of a basketball player I've ever seen you in my entire life.
this question is also crazy because it's a visual. The people at home need to know who's in what tier.
So I'm gonna read them off to you, and you do it. So you get. Whenever I do these, I try to get one from every category because it ends up making the $15.
Yeah.
Is that how you want to do it? You don't have to do it that
No,
way.
I'm just trying to see if I can create the best lineup.
So at $5,
I don't know who's on this list, by the way.
I'm about to read it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I was just letting the people know.
okay.
Like, I haven't really looked at it.
Okay, I see what you mean. At $5, you have Hakeem Olajuwon, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaq, Bill Russell. I should have said Lou Alcindor. He would have been like, who?
I know that's his real. That's his name.
Anybody from that $5 territory?
Oh, I thought you were gonna read the rest.
Oh,
of it.
okay. At $4, you got Wilt. You got the Admiral.
Okay.
You got Jokic, and you got Ewing. $3, Bill Walton, Ben Wallace, Dwight Howard, Pau Gasol.
You said that's $3, right?
Yeah. $2, he put LaMarcus, LOL, Bob McAdoo, Arvydas Sabonis, and Rudy Gobert,
You gonna let him LOL your GOAT?
who is barely a center. Oh, no, he said Biggs. Okay, Biggs. Yao for $1, Marc Gasol, Bill Laimbeer, Boogie.
So I think I'm going Jokic for the $4.
Okay.
Then I'm going Shaq for $5.
That's $9.
That's good value.
$6 left.
Who's the $1 again?
Yao, Gasol, Laimbeer, Boogie.
I like liking that skill of Boogie.
Mm.
And B, it ain't made the list?
Oh, Joel's not on there?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't even notice you didn't say his name. I think I have to take a $1 guy here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take.
You got 3 spots left with $6, buddy.
I'm gonna take Boogie.
You can go 3, 2, 1, by the way.
Yeah.
You gonna take Boogie? Okay, you got Boogie. That's
Who's the twos again?
That's $10. LaMarcus, Bob McAdoo, Arvydas Sabonis, and Rudy.
I'll take Arvydas Sabonis.
Over LaMarcus? Okay. Arvydas Sabonis. And then who your last player?
Sorry, I'm buying something, and the shipping was $45.
Where's
Oh,
it
that's
from,
Cybertruck?
though?
For the Cybertruck.
Where's it from?
I have no
And
idea.
who are the $3 ones?
Bill Walton,
not
Ben
buying
Wallace,
it, by the
Dwight
way.
Howard, Pau Gasol.
I'll take Powell.
Boom. So your lineup is Jokic, or Shaq, Jokic, Pau Gasol, Arvydas Sabonis, and Boogie Cousins.
Yep.
So I never would have guessed that would have been your list.
I like the skill, passing. I like the guys that can do a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm. No defense.
I was gonna say everything but defend, but
That's fine.
But yeah, he
He
want
said
to
that's fine.
hold Carlos
As a
Boozer.
defense.
He want to hold Carlos Boozer accountable. Oh man, defensively he
that's
was
a
just
whole half of the game. Talk about that's fine.
We'll put up a lot of points.
Sacramento Kings method.
This is from Juju.
What up, Juju?
Shout out to my Blazer boy. Outside of wins
Is that
and
what y'all
losses,
call each other?
Blazer Boys?
Blazer boys?
no.
Oh, okay.
His name is Mr. Dame Time. So we got that connection.
Okay.
Is it he got the picture of Damian Lillard?
Yeah.
Is this about a rebuild?
Yes.
Okay.
Outside of wins and losses, how do you determine a rebuild is in the right direction? And he has a part B of this question: a story time of how y'all first smoked weed for the first time.
I think we talked about
Those
this.
two questions could not be further from
I think we talked about the rebuild like the last episode. I think it's just
Yeah.
like a concrete foundation and like direction
Oh yeah, we did kind of touch on
of
this.
like players. So that's really it for me. If you
Yeah.
have some type of direction where we can say we feel confident about these two pieces, and you know what I mean, as far as building blocks, that's a lot more confident than like a puzzle of not. That's what I use the analogy of like a puzzle. You have a bunch of pieces spread all over the floor. If you could get two pieces to connect, you have a little bit. You're that closer to figuring it out versus just emptying out the box. You don't have any direction. So that's how I really gauge it. Because I mean, when you're in a rebuild, wins and losses, I mean, they can matter because technically the Rockets were in a rebuild and they were a lot closer to the playoffs or the play-in than the Detroit Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you can gauge it like that. But I think they also have a lot more pieces that make sense, and you can see them fit and the cohesion and different things like that. So. I think it's just the common sense. Like, I don't think everything has to be deep. We all watch basketball, even like him probably. I think you know certain things just by looking at the shit.
That's how I was feeling. I was like, you don't even got to think too much about it. Like, if you could walk away from the season with, like, I like these couple pieces right here, like, we have a direction, then I think you should be straight versus, like, shit, we went on that 25-game lose. I don't know who our best player is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Just like the Pistons have the pieces, but then for them to lose 27 straight games, it's kind of like, okay, do you actually have the pieces? But like, they do have concrete guys there that you are confident in the future. And then, do y'all want to do the first time smoking?
Sure. I think I told the story before. I used to lie and tell people that I was smoking when I wasn't. So the first time we smoked, we went by the side of that school. It was a rainy day, lit up.
The side of what school?
I don't remember. It's over there by where y'all went to school, used to live at.
You smoked by my little sister's school?
I guess so.
My
And
little
I
sister
didn't
old school.
retain any of the high because I didn't know how to smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Same. I didn't really get high my first time. Like, it was kind of weird. Like, I just felt lightheaded, but like I didn't feel high at the same time. Like, and then I remember we went to Los.
Good place to be. We went to Denny's.
You went to Denny's?
Oh, that's the night?
No, but we used to go to Denny's
Oh.
after every smoke session.
We used to go to Los after every smoke session. Like, that was like,
Where you was going to Lowe's without a smoke session.
I still do to this day. Still do to this day.
For real?
Yeah.
I haven't had them in a long time.
And on some late night, if I'm
It's so many
hungry,
better places.
Is it still open late night? I thought that changed.
It's only
during the
open till like
Midnight?
12 or 1.
Okay.
It's no longer open till like 3 or 4 a.m. no more.
Yeah. You used to walk in at 3 a.m. and see some demons still walking in.
It
there.
just, you just,
Somebody from our class walking in the.
Yes.
you just stinking that motherfucker sometimes.
I think I was going to the gym or something with like Marcel, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why that's so fun. I remember it
Because
really
you
like the
always
first
dropping
time.
names. That's why I'm laughing.
Peer pressure influence.
Marcel probably a button-up lawyer. You just throw him under a bus.
Mike was like, since everybody's doing it,
Don't know what it is.
they like, why it's all wet? Like, my bad.
I had when we went to the I went to a Chance the Rapper concert while Chance was at his peak. It was goated.
He was like,
And I was with Mason and one other guy whose name I,
I
won't
miss
say
my
because I don't know what
cocoa
he's doing nowadays.
kisses.
And we smoked on the way there. When I tell you, it was the wettest. I didn't even I feel like I didn't even smoke, bro. It was the wettest blunts I've ever had in my life.
From the dude?
From the dude.
Oh,
and I wonder
wow.
if Mason remembered it the same way.
I know
Dude was
exactly
in
who
that
you're
mode
talking
like
about
this.
You know
too.
what I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about, yeah.
What's his first name?
Yes.
Initial. Okay, yes.
Oh.
Wettest blunts. I hopped in the car and he had a little pack of what the blunts was at. He was like, "Look at these," and I look at him like, "Them motherfuckers don't look right to me."
That motherfucker glazed. He gave y'all a glazed blunt.
And then we get to whatever
Glazed in saliva.
real, and this is how you know this is some high school. We on Lakeshore Drive. That's what we spark up. Just for the name of it, we smoked on Lakeshore Drive.
Hey, it's a lakeshore route.
And I'm looking like, what the there, Mason. Yeah,
A wet one just sounds so nasty.
A wet one.
a wet one is crazy.
This one's about this is a pretty interesting. What role player, given the right environment or adequate playing time, do you guys think could turn into a star, or even better, can be modern or from the past?
I feel like now it's a little bit tougher because I don't know if I see many people in the association right now like, yeah, that guy shoots 4 times a game, but if he got 12, then he would average 20-something.
Mhm.
All these guys are so very talented, but I just don't see that happening very often. I don't see a guy going from 6-man James Harden to one of the best shooting guards of all time. You know what
That's
I'm
true. I feel like we haven't really seen those type of leaps.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jimmy Butler kind of did it as well.
But even then, that's
yeah.
like a decade ago at this point.
We haven't really got any of those recently. Like, I thought Mikal probably had a chance when he got traded to Brooklyn, coming from the Suns. He did have that little post-trade run that he went on when he was dog. But then next season, it's like he came right back down to earth, and we was like, oh, okay, he's not that guy.
Yeah, his role is pretty cemented as the 3rd best offensive.
So is role player being like a star?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they were given more opportunity.
It's such a hard thing because also with those dudes is they won.
Yeah.
Like James Harden ain't just go put up numbers. Like Houston became a contender conversational.
They didn't miss the
team.
playoffs when he was really there.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, actually, somebody who did, Laurie Markkinen did it recently.
Sure did.
but
14
again,
points per game to 20-something.
but again, it's like on a different scale. He put up points, but like the Jazz ain't in no damn Western Conference final conversation.
True.
On the contrary, actually, going to be towards the bottom of that shit.
And I'm not saying he's bad for it. I'm just saying
Yeah.
when I put it into perspective, like what James Harden did, it's a chance it may never happen again because not only did he go into stardom, but like I said, he took a team straight up. Like
He
they
won-
won, like
he
Mike
won-
said, they
yeah.
barely ever missed the
They- he
playoffs.
He won
changed-
MVP.
They basically changed the whole system for him. Like him and Mike D'Antoni, they had their own thing going on in Houston.
And even before D'Antoni got there with Mikal, like it was just like Harden, Parsons, and Lynn, and then they started to add like the White and everything. But like even when he first like got
Patrick
there,
Beverly.
they got turned quickly. I
Yeah,
still
they
remember his debut against the Pistons. Where like
He
it
had
was
a
like
yeah. I'm
was
gonna
like-
look up the stats to that game because I remember he literally got to Houston and he was dropping like 30-10 games.
it was no adjustment needed at all. He got right to it. Like I don't off the top of my head, I got guys that I would like to see, but I would be disrespecting James Harden and what he did to think that. I used to think Trey Mann, like give Trey Mann some like, but Trey Mann ain't about to. With all due respect, come on, man. James Harden went from a 6-man to the third best, arguably the third best shooting guard. Most people gonna take Dwayne Wade, but even top 5.
It say his first game as a Rocket,
Like 35.
37-12 against
Okay.
the Pistons.
Damn.
He was cooking them, bro.
Yeah.
He was still with
yeah.
Nike at that time.
He made 30-point triple doubles seem
Just
light
another
work.
day at the office.
That's just another day at the office.
He had a whole month. We averaged 48.
Don't. That sounded so
That's a real
crazy.
thing. Yeah.
That's
That's a real thing. Now, it was a shortened month, but I don't give it like that's
Yeah.
still
so.
a
What,
thing.
it was
I don't care.
February.
Some guys don't
it
average
was,
that in a week span.
That'd be February. February is the shortest month.
Yeah. Also, because you have the
All-Star.
yeah, it might have been February. Because I just remember it happening to be like, well, he only played X amount of games. Like, boy, if he
Yeah.
plays 6 games, averaging 40 is crazy.
Yeah, it kind of has to be February.
Somebody that's kind of doing it is to a lesser degree, but when you really sit and think about it for a second, Tyrese Maxey, way to a lesser degree because you're playing next to Joel Embiid, but Tyrese Maxey was like a 20-something overall pick.
So that's what was confusing about it, because some of it you can equate to just natural progression.
Yeah.
And some of it, like that question.
Opportunity.
Yeah, that question is just different. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Now that you're
'Cause
right.
Even before Maxey was an all-star, I think a lot of us looked at him like he could be.
yeah.
We did have a conversation him more quickly on this show a couple years back.
No, yeah, we did, but I'm going off of when he was selected. I don't think anybody expected that. Even
Oh,
in that
yeah,
first
true.
year, Ben was still there. Tyrese Maxey was like a reserve.
Yeah, I think with the progression thing, and the opportunity, you do see it with like Jimmy, Harden, and then Laurie. Those are like 3 guys that got more opportunity. And
Could we put kind of like Bam in that, where like he was playing the backup and like Eric Spoelstra seen like he deserved to get that opportunity? Now he's
Kind of, but
literally
I
one
would
of the
also
best.
give that to progression too, because
Yeah,
they
'cause it took
selected
them
him
some
10th
time.
overall.
Yeah.
They kind of figured that they was so.
The answer is Josh Giddey, and we'll move on.
Zach LaVine, God bless you. But again, he just put
Yeah.
up numbers. So
he does.
now he did.
He does. He will.
No, yeah, he will again for sure. But like,
Yeah, it's been a minute.
This is from Kobe White season.
Cool.
What teams will be your league pass teams next year?
shout out to you for the title of the video.
It depends on, well, we don't have the actual schedule out, but I'm assuming OKC is going to get a good amount of national televised games, but they're not going to be the Lakers, so I'm going to put OKC's number 1.
Yeah.
I think that last year they were in my top 5. I think they have the ability to be 1 now.
Okay, number 1. Okay.
Who
That's
would
it.
you put over them? Because I'm not just thinking about being
no.
good, it's about being fun and
Yeah,
good. I
yeah.
think they got
Mhm.
that nice balance.
Memphis will be high for me.
Memphis is a good
Ooh,
one.
I
Very
can't wait
high.
to watch me some Ja again.
John Morant will be back.
Yeah, everybody loves Ja in his return. I love me some Desmond Bain.
I do too.
Oh yeah,
I
for
get
sure.
the Ja love though, but I can't wait to watch Desmond Bain.
I'm just interested to see how good they are gonna be. Like, would it be a regression from them not playing together for so long, or will they get back and be like still one of the best teams?
You know what's
out
my
west?
favorite thing about Desmond Bain? He one of them players that like every year he comes back and he's a little bit better.
Literally.
You know, and
absolutely,
I feel like that's underrated because some players will really just plateau and just
Mhm.
stand. He gonna work on something and bring it to next year.
Especially playing next to Ja, I feel like a lot of players would have definitely been plateaued.
But
Like,
even if now it's his plateau and he plays like this for 5-10 years, you're so happy
still-
about it.
he's
yeah, he's still
he's
so
gonna
damn
be one of
good.
those players
Yeah.
where like he's can put up the numbers, but he's not gonna be an all-star.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and I think
he
that's
has the
fine.
potential to be
He
that.
does.
Yeah,
I think he's still gonna be the Houston Rockets. I just love the way that they play. I love the athletes that they have. That's just when you have that type of speed, length, athleticism, youth. It's like even if somebody is hurt or is resting, it's like, oh, now Cam Whitmore is gonna play 29 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. Like that ain't making me mad if Dylan Brooks decide he not playing tonight. If Fred don't play now, Amen Thompson gonna be the starting point? Like I just feel like there's always something I get out of watching them. If they're up and the young guys play, if they're getting blown out and the young guys play, it's just always something that I can look forward to. And last year, I feel like I watched them a ton. So I think I'm going to continue to watch the Houston Rockets a lot.
they were definitely one of the biggest surprise stories of last season. So like, I could definitely see that. Seeing them be good is fun, especially when you see Cam Whitmore going from being a guy that fell in the draft and seeing him come out as a rookie and have his whole rookie campaign and he stands out, and it's all just I think they just have a good energy over there that you kind of gravitate towards watching them.
Last year, my top 5 was Minnesota, LA, OKC, Houston, Orlando.
Orlando will probably still be in my top 5.
Yeah.
Especially with the addition of KCP. I'm gonna probably watch a lot of that at the beginning to see how much he's contributing to that lack of 3-point shooting that they had. Also, Franz, seeing him bounce back. Hopefully, he has a bounce back shooting year. So
he's a good.
then
in
obviously
Olympics
Paolo.
too.
See, Jalen Suggs took that trip out there to go watch.
Yeah, sure did.
Long ass flight.
Yeah.
I'm putting Spurs up there definitely with the Chris Paul addition too. And honestly, if LaMelo playing, I'm putting Hornets in there too,
Bro.
especially with Dmills and
We talked about them having that documentary series on YouTube. Watch that first episode, bro. It's actually really good.
It is
It makes me
like the War Room thing we was talking about.
Yeah, it makes me like their direction a lot more now that I'm meeting
They do
Charles
have a good-
Lee and
They do have a good direction. I like Charles Lee as a coach
yeah.
based off the stuff we've seen.
So I'm excited for them as well, especially when you think about the commentators. I feel like one day I'm gonna grow out of listening to oh my goodness, but that shit is still super fun for me. And if LaMelo's healthy, I think that team can be a playing team.
I'm fake interested to see where Toronto falls in because
Yes.
I really love Scotty Barnes. I think Emmanuel Quickly is exciting, and depending on how RJ continues to grow with that, they're going to be very interesting. But I think that they have boom or bust. They could come out and be a solid team, but may not have the appeal of watching. There's just certain NBA teams with the style that they play, even if they're good, they're just not going to be appealing to be a league pass team. So I'm 50-50 on them. I think they can either be a team that I'm locked into, or they may be a team where I'm like, I'm cool if I don't see this team play.
I know
also
Scotty
got-
Barnes is their guy, but do they have like a certified like #1 option in their eyes?
Scotty Barnes.
Yeah,
You
Scotty
get
Barnes.
Scotty?
Yeah,
They give him
Scotty Barnes.
$200 million. They best
Scotty
believe
Barnes.
in him being the
Yeah.
one. Now, is he actually a one on a really good team? We don't know yet, but I think it's a worthy
I think he's a
gamble.
good bridge gapper.
Yeah.
That's why I
because you
say I feel
have
like he
him,
could do so much things that like he don't have to be the #1 option. For
and they're
him to
doing a
be
good
really
job surrounding him because
Yeah.
Emmanuel Quickly, I think, is a good point guard for that type of play where Scotty Barnes is like a Draymond Green on steroids
Yeah.
because he's not going to average 10 points. He's going to average
Yeah, you're gonna
20.
double that
He
shit.
should average 22, 23
Yeah.
this season.
But the skill set is the conversation that we had with Giannis, where it's like at the end of the game, and shit, to his credit,
I've
last
seen
year
him hit some
Scotty
shots.
Barnes
Yeah,
delivered
yeah.
a
I've
lot
seen a couple
last
of them.
year. So,
His
you
jump
know,
shot significantly improved.
he has all of it in the world, but on a night or a chance where it isn't at that point where they want it to be, they're doing a good job surrounding him with guys that I think are capable and can do that without stepping on his toes and stopping him. I think I think the world of Scotty Barnes. I think Scotty Barnes is the truth. Like, Scotty Barnes to me is one of those guys that I don't think we talk about enough, and I think that's okay. Because everybody can't get talked about, and I like the guys who don't get the national whatever. Like, I was a big one of my favorite football players ever at a time was Brandon Marshall. As soon as he came to the Bears, it's like I'm over it. Because now everybody just obsessed. So we need guys that just ain't getting the love. And Scotty Barnes is, I think, a guy who would feed off of it. So,
That
like,
Jay Cutler, Brandon Marshall combination
was nasty before Chicago. It was nasty in Denver. Because my first favorite player was Clinton Portis. So being a Clinton Portis fan put me on a Cutler and Marshall. Well, really Marshall, because Cutler was nice at Vanderbilt. But
Let me give some love to Indiana, too. Fun offense.
all league pass, yeah.
Super fun offense.
This was
They
from
did.
Nobody
So,
interested in the Kings though with DeMar?
Yeah, yes, but not to be in my top 5, honestly.
What if they the #1 offense again?
Then they can be in my top 5, like they were 2 years ago. But I just don't know if DeMar helps them be #1 again. It's going to make them be better offensively. I don't know if it gets them back to #1, but maybe.
the next one we got is from Christian.
is the Celtics not a top league pass team for
Nope.
you?
They be blowing teams out.
So?
Yeah, I'm okay on it. Not top 5.
He said, "What's your favorite thing to do as a group, or to decompress from work?"
Golfing, even though only 3 of us on this panel would actually go.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow we're going. Good one going up. But also just chilling on the game on Discord, just chilling with each other. All of us have been streaming. You did your SummerSlam thing,
Yeah.
which was pretty fun. I couldn't care less about wrestling, but if you streaming it, I'll watch it. Pierre been locked in on NCAA. I saw him fire up at like 10 a.m. the other day. I'm like, oh,
He was texting in the golf thing.
Yeah.
And I didn't respond because I was waiting on my dog appointment to get scheduled. So I was like, as soon as they say something, I reply. He came in there like, hey, check your phone.
Because, them tea times get filled up fast, boy.
Hey,
so-
dude, me and Dan was driving on a really good day a couple days ago, and she was like, I'm gonna take the long way home, because it was just, we do that. So I'm like, go this way and pass this golf course by our house, and I'm like, man, it's a good day for us to have been out there. She was like, why y'all just don't go? I'm like, it's so crazy that you think that I could just say, drop me off right here. We finna go. Like, I'm finna call the guys and we just gonna walk on. And then one time, it was like 6:30. And I'm like, oh, this one we win. I know they finna have a good time. And she said something like, man, what time they close? I'm like, probably like 8:39. And she like, well, what if you get there at 7? I'm like, then you cooked.
Yeah,
they gonna tell you like, hey.
Yeah, I remember the one we went to, I had looked it up. It said it was closed online, but like we pulled up, we still got our tea time, but like online it says it's closed already. They just don't want you booking no more teas.
Yeah, they'll close that gate as soon as
Yes.
6 o'clock hit. You can't pull back in. If you're there, you're good, but you cannot pull in.
Which
to
is
try
so
to get tea time.
understandable. You're not finna come here and no.
But that's really it when it comes to decompressing. I don't feel like I have a bunch of pressure to have to decompress, Like,
Yeah.
I have this luxury of like my job is like my dream job. So even though it is work, I don't really be feeling like, oh man, I need a break. I just be going to work, and then when I'm not at work, chilling.
Yeah, decompressing. I don't decompress from work. I decompress from life, just because there's so much going on all the time. And I use the job to decompress. Like when I had missed an episode, maybe it was that like a week or two ago, I was really like crushed.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, man, I was looking forward to it. Like, it's going to be a long, and that was a Tuesday, so that's the gap from Tuesday to Saturday, man. I have you itching. And we was talking about breakout players, and I had my list, and I'm like, oh, man, I'm a miss giving some of the guys that I had on my list. And I remember, like, I was so mad, I just deleted, like, the note of my guys. I was like, man, I ain't going to need this, I guess. But, like, yeah, I come here. I look forward to coming to do the podcast. It's actually an extreme blessing. But, yeah, the podcast, work, reading. I read a lot. Playing the game. Like, playing the game is such an outlet, bro. And I pray that it's something that we can continue to do for as long as we can.
I be thinking about that. Like, it's going to be a day where we like, it's just time to hang it up.
Yeah.
A lot of our friends have gone through that.
Yeah, I remember every
don't
time I
know.
talk to Mason in person, he's like, "Man, I'm finna get my Xbox. I'm finna be back
He
in
say
there."
that. He said
He
he
says
literally
that
said
every
Actually,
time.
he has an Xbox. He just don't be chilling with us.
That's true.
I see him playing Overwatch, and Overwatch is a
What?
dead game.
Really?
Yeah, he'll be playing Overwatch, or he'll be playing
Talking about
MLB
he
The
main
Show.
diva.
But
Nerf
yeah.
this.
Dana be saying, like, man, I think you're addicted to your game. And I was like, I'm definitely not addicted to my game, but it's an extreme outlet because it's like you literally have so many different things you can do. We just ran 20s in 2K, even though we shouldn't have. We just did that. And what's this? This is August. We
Yeah.
just did it in
New
August.
2K comes out in exactly a
a
month.
month. We play in college football. I've created my own world. I took Louisiana Tech to 2 back-to-back national championships, and now I got a job at Texas. Like I'm going to the store buying the gear for the team I'm gonna play for a coach. Like I'm buying the mini
did that
helmets.
too.
It's like it's so invested. You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking about my road to glory of getting him to the NFL. It's just so you create your own world, bro. You can play by yourself, play with your friends. It's just the recruiting is so real.
That's
I
the
have
fun part
people
for
that I
me.
have an emotional connection to in the video game.
Same, bro.
I
was just-
left my job and was like, oh my gosh, I'm leaving my tight end. Like
Yeah.
I developed him. He won tight end of the year in his freshman and sophomore season. I won't be able to see his junior and senior year.
Yeah, I just recruited an athlete, scrambler athlete.
Oh,
Amazing quarterback, right? We got to the college football playoff. We lost in the first round, but regardless,
who you lose to? I lost a
um,
national championship.
Georgia. We
To
lost to
Georgia. What did you lose by?
Like 2 touchdowns.
Man, KB, I lost by like 50 points.
Oh wow.
It was like 60.
Y'all was just there too early.
Yes,
Yeah.
we won the next year, but I got, not only did I lose, it was like a real. If you ever seen college football championship, sometimes it get nasty, and that was nasty. We lost like 55-7
My backup ended up having elite.
on All American, by the way.
Oh damn! See, I'm
On
playing.
All American.
My backup quarterback had an elite dev trait. And he ended up progressing more than my quarterback. So I'm at this real tough spot. This guy just led us to the college football playoff. Do I bench him for the other guy? I changed him to a running back, P.
And he went
He
99.
had 92 overall as a
92.
sophomore.
Oh,
but
shit.
he's also
Wait.
6'4".
That's the
Oh,
backup.
shit.
6'4" running back.
That's the
Brandon.
backup you changed.
Yeah, no. The guy that
starter?
took me to the playoffs.
So when I first got my job at Louisiana Tech, I had 6 quarterbacks. So it, was
Damn.
like, it went to position change.
Yeah,
So I'm like, I'm playing around with it. My last quarterback, the 6th guy, he ended up being a 80-something overall, no, a 77 safety. So then I changed the position. But then training happened the week after, and he progressed to an 82 as like a freshman. Like a
like a
freshman.
redshirt freshman.
Now, redshirt freshman. Now, when I left the school, he was the best defensive player on the team. But
So
again,
crazy.
this is a 6th string. He was not. He was going to probably get cut from
Yeah.
the team and end up being the best defensive player. Like that's the fun part of
I
the game.
spend so much time in the offseason with that. I look at everybody.
I look at everybody.
Can you
too.
change to be somewhere else? If you're not
Yeah.
starting and you're decent, I'm trying to
We
change
the
you to be
exact same
somewhere
on
else.
that. I like, and it's nothing more disappointing when you look and it's like their best position is that position. Like
Yeah.
your 60 overall quarterback, his highest thing is being a 60 overall quarterback. It's like, damn,
couldn't
you
do
gonna have
nothing
to,
else.
man, you gonna have to go to financing because I don't think you're gonna make the team, bro. I don't think you're gonna make the team. But another thing too, I think with the running back, as long as you have speed, you can transfer.
I think that's
because
so
I
true.
didn't recruit
Yeah.
a running back, and my running back left for the pros. And so I took my top receiver, and he was a 95 running back for me, and he was big as hell too.
You can also Chico, and this is a lot of time on NCAA. We're not spending all this time. I had a 4th, 5th string
16 and 5 run.
wide receiver. He was a 6'5" physical wide receiver, but he wasn't getting many downs. I made him a tight end. He won tight end of the year the next
See,
season.
yeah,
Like,
and
that's pretty
I
dope.
love that because a wide receiver with 6'5", but the speed, he's gonna kill all those linebackers guarding him.
Yeah, it's a good time.
That's the best shit.
This one's
You got to start you a dynasty, man.
You know, he don't care.
He
about
don't.
meticulous
He played
things.
2K with no franchise,
I
no
don't-
dynasty.
I don't know. I like the team building aspect, but I like playing with my team. But
You
playing,
play.
You do
but
that,
listen,
too.
I'm not a offline guy.
Right,
Like I
okay.
just don't like playing the bot. It's just not fun to me.
Shit, I don't have tougher times with the bot than when I play online.
For real.
Because it's a
That
CPU.
Heisman crazy, boy. They don't.
I
they
like
don't
the
do
parody
nothing wrong.
of what a human will do and like what you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel
like
that.
Do
versus
you?
the
Because
bot.
then you go and you get the one play beaters. So it's like
You run the
that's-
same play in
Yeah,
two
that's not
audibles every
challenging to
time.
you if you got
But
a play that's
a
gonna beat
real
anything.
person can run back and stop that. A bot not gonna do that.
Shit.
What you saying shit for?
Me?
No, do it over there.
He said,
I didn't say
he
anything.
didn't say shit. Damn, you deflect on him on any chance.
He gonna deflect on me when I didn't do anything.
Cause people keep coming in my chat. When you gonna play Dmills? When you gonna play Dmills? I just seen him get beat by 60 by Kenny.
People be asking you that?
Yeah,
That was my first time playing.
that's why I say I'm not. You gotta have to be P for you play me.
What?
He gotta beat you.
He,
gotta
wound up- he felt offended.
Why would he have to be me?
because. Nah, he'd have to be K. Who the weakest out of y'all? Cause I'm the best.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm curious to
I have
know
no
who the
idea.
fuck are you?
I'm the best. I'm the best in the group.
You are?
Yes.
Run the tournament. It's decided.
Yeah, right.
Waiting on the league too.
Oh, yeah.
no,
we-
the league is where it's gonna happen for sure. We just need to.
but
do
no, we can also
it.
do
before
that.
2K comes out, we need to do it like
He
tomorrow.
self-proclaimed him as the best in the group.
He has the most experience, so I would probably give that to him.
But that's what Madden.
That is what Madden.
It's the same thing.
It's kind of.
And to me, the big difference is the ultimate team shit. Are you the best if we go and we just pick teams?
Yeah, I'll probably beat you. Yeah.
Okay, we should figure that out there.
Run it. It's a live stream.
Because somebody who can bust my ass and my team probably can't beat me and play now. Because it's like, yeah, you got Eddie Kyron. You think Kyron could play with us? You think Kyron keep up with us in my team? You think if we play now, Kyron is even sniffing us?
Nah.
Because Eddie Curry can't shoot threes. He ain't got no 99. He ain't got no 95 3 and play now. It's a big difference when you got Calvin Johnson playing safety or cornerback versus. Come on, man. I'm just keeping it a buck.
It
I'm just
is.
keeping it a buck. But going to the next question.
From Anthony Rivero, what's the best thing about being a dad? I'm a new dad, and seeing her smile when I talk is my favorite thing.
How much time we got? I don't know if there is a best thing. There are just so many really, really good things about it, bro.
Yeah.
Um,
The development part is just so, it's so amazing. Like, you just see them learn new things.
mhm.
constantly.
And you're not even at the talking age yet. Once you start talking, everything goes it's going so fast, bro.
Yeah, Avery talks a lot.
Man, she just ran into the room the other day saying, Dada, what's your favorite animal?
yeah,
I'm like, first of all, what do you I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite. She made me think about what my favorite animal was. And I still don't really have an answer. And I think I said shark. She said, mine's birds. And she just ran out the room. That was our conversation. I'm like, that's amazing to me.
Yeah.
Shouldn't let her run out the room. You got to specify.
Which bird?
Which bird?
A lot of birds.
No, we have a bird book.
A pigeon is a bird.
She might like pigeons.
Are you going to get her a pet bird now?
Hell no. Not a chance. We're not doing any more pets, bro. Even if the day that my 2 dogs pass away, that's wraps. Unless she really, really, really like begs for it. I don't need another mouth to feed anymore. It's just we have a family, like a real family now.
Yeah. Talking about a mouth to feed is crazy. I was thinking about that when I paid my rent at my new place for the first time, and it said like the pet rent on there. Like, well, yo, you're gonna have to get a job, my girl.
Oh, you claim your cat?
Yeah.
Oh, I never claimed my cat.
Your landlord watched this shit too.
Yeah, he on his way right
Cats
now.
are like the easiest pet to hide. They don't do anything.
But the landlord don't care about that. He care about the extra $50 you get a month.
No, I know.
How much
but
is it?
$30.
Oh, okay. That'll add up though.
Yeah,
That'll add up.
$360 a year.
Yeah, is that we gonna have to have a talk with you.
What?
You be having some cheap ass weight. Is that $30 worth, like, hypothetically, if your landlord did find out?
Well, yeah.
Is it
No.
worth? Is the $30 you would have to pay worth lying
An
about?
eviction?
Yeah, the eviction.
No, but I've just never even when I lived at my old place and we got our cat, like,
No, I get
Throughout
I
the
get
time.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm understanding. I'm just asking
But do you
you.
claim the dog?
yeah.
Okay.
Because
Hard to
it's
hide.
hard as hell to hide a
It's
dog.
hard to
That
hide.
is
You outside walking and it's the least
Yeah.
person right there.
Yeah, a cat, they literally just sit in the house.
Yeah.
Anybody that walks into my house, my cat's probably gonna go hide underneath the bed.
Yeah, so like, yeah, they do the job themselves too. They literally hide
My
themselves.
landlord, me and my landlord like this, that when I got Penny, he didn't care. He said, man, I'm not going, because I told him, like, you could just add because it was in the thing when I first got it, but I'm like, you could just add the fee to it or whatever. He like, man, you keep such a good care of the thing and been such a good tenant that I'm not even charging you. I'm like, my boy. I equate Penny as like a child. Like Penny is a close, like a dog. I can't believe how much I love my dog, bro. I'm not a pet person or like a dog person. I wasn't, at least. So I'm more infatuated with like how I'm growing versus seeing her grow. 'Cause I'm like, it's so many different rules and things I thought I was gonna have in place. Where I'm like, man, she ain't gonna do this or that. And now it's only really 2 rules. I just don't like her in the kitchen, and she can't really go in like the refrigerator and shit. Like, don't stay away from food.
Yeah, that's
But,
the
like,
problem with my damn cat.
I'm like, she went. I didn't think she was gonna be able to be in my bed. Now she's sleep in the bed and everything. Just different things that I thought was like.
I be feeling the same way about my cat. Like I feel like a cat. I don't get no benefit off that cat except for like the love that she give me or whatever. But it's like it's a difference when like she was at my mom's house for a couple days and I come home and it's like she's not running to the door for me or nothing.
Exactly.
Like it's so many things that I'm just used to that when she's gone, it's like, damn, I miss my cat.
For real, you really miss your cat. Like I seen Austin last night because Flex had a show. OG Steve and I had a show. He was there, whatever, and like we was out late or whatever. And people kept saying like, "Oh man, what y'all finna do after?" I'm going home. My dog is home. Like my dog came home. I'm ready to go see my dog. And sure enough, I got home at like midnight, and I came in to take her out, and she was like, "Whoa!" Like
Yeah,
she
that's
had
one of
just-
my favorite things about being a dad too. Like
Yeah.
if they're gone for a day, when they walk in the door, well, Avery at least, she'll just run through, Dad, I'm home, and that's super cool.
Yeah, seeing Ivy like acknowledge me when like she hasn't seen me in a while, it'd be like so. It's like heartwarming.
For sure.
Like,
You
it's
gotta
like,
do the
damn.
one thing where you shave off your beard and see if she recognizes you.
Hell no, she ain't recognizing you.
I've seen dads do that. Like,
Yeah.
the babies usually just start crying.
Crying,
Like,
yeah.
They don't recognize you.
I can't picture
I don't
you
even
without a
think-
beard
yeah,
right now.
no.
Yeah,
so
well, unless
weird.
they just heartbroken because you did, they'd be like, "Oh, you ugly now."
I got a picture of my phone of you with no beard.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since
If
I
you
had
want
no
to show
beard.
her.
Yeah.
I like that. I posted a comment on KB's tweet about us going fishing, and I didn't have no beard, and people was like, "You posted this from the Obama era. You don't have a beard, bro.
Obama era. Yeah.
Let's see if we got any
That's
more
great.
decent ones.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Let's see if P got any.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's get into it. We've definitely
Okay.
spent like 10 minutes per question for Darrick questions.
Um,
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Before we get into Pierre's questions, we do need to take our break. Forgot that was a thing. So let's take the break and we'll come back.
Why should you bet with Caesars Sportsbook? 2 words, Caesars Rewards. Every bet brings you closer to the type of benefits only Caesars can offer. Hotel stays, VIP experiences, sports and concert tickets, and more. It's not just an app, it's an empire.
You start to get in this groove, you kind of forget about the lay of the land. So my apologies. Let's get into Pierre's question.
if you can travel to any fictional universe, whether it is from TV show or anime, what would it be? Shout out to Hubert Hurd.
Am I going as myself, or do I get thrown into this universe with the universal power?
I think I think it
both.
transfer. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going as yourself, but like you're gonna adapt to the universe. Like you're gonna.
Word.
you
My
know?
first answer is Springfield. Since I was a
That's a
kid,
good
I've
answer,
always
man. I'm not
wanted to
even
be in
gonna lie.
Springfield. Since a kid, that's just a kid. Like, I know there's probably some better answers, but that's just my life. Like, I used to be a kid. Like, I wish I could go hang with Bart.
I've always wanted to go to Bikini Bottom. I always felt like I've always been.
You wouldn't survive.
I've always wanted to.
You'll pull a Sandy.
I always wanted a
Right,
Krabby
yeah, you
Patty.
could put us in.
The
Or
Krabby
chill-
Patty.
Oh yeah, or chill with Sandy. She from Texas, you know. That human that human squirrel
Either
connection
South
could
Park
be
or
there.
Quahog. I fit right in.
You think you'll fit in that Quahog? Okay.
Yeah, I can see Mike fitting.
South Park, your name got to get changed.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be something
Did you
very
see-
ironic.
Did you see they retcon Token to Tolkien?
To what?
So his name was Token
Yeah.
as the token black guy. That was
Yeah.
a joke. But they changed it to say like, no, you just been mispronouncing my name wrong. It's Tolkien.
Tolkien.
Tolkien. And I thought it's pretty.
That's
funny
actually
episode.
crazy
Yeah.
Why'd they do that?
because it's supposed to be a joke.
Oh,
just because Token black guy in 2022, which at that time was just kind of
I
different.
feel like South Park. I thought South Park didn't care about.
They don't. A lot of times they're making fun of the stuff that that people get offended by.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of like going to, I don't even know what it's called, like Pokemon, like being a part
Oh,
of the Pokemon.
No, the
Yeah,
Pokemon
yeah.
world would be crazy.
But like,
Pokemon.
what do you think you're gonna get? Like, a lot of people are in that world and they have like a Butterfree. That's the only Pokemon they have.
You get the
Bro,
battle.
I was
you get
10
the
years
battle
old and
Ash.
did that shit. You think I can't do that at 27?
Okay. Yeah.
Come
I would
on
just
now.
like to
That's because
battle
some
Ash
dudes
one
standing in
time.
the tall grass. I'm going
Ash
to.
was bad at his
You said Ash?
job. Didn't he only win one
Okay.
thing in 22
Let's
years?
clarify this right now, though.
Okay, talk to me.
I seen a thing where it said he won like 1 out of the 10, whatever championships he's went to. This dude was 10 years old and took on legendary Pokemon and saved the world.
True.
I don't care about them championships, bro. This is a dude that is a pioneer for a lot of people, and y'all gonna disrespect him.
I didn't expect you to go to war for Ash Ketchum, but I'm happy
This
that
is
you
a-
did.
I'm a person that had, when I had my game, you know, they had the little daycare where you take the steps, right? And you can, evolve your Pokemon. I went to the gym that had the little thing where if you run off, it just puts you back at the beginning.
Yeah.
So I would go to sleep with my DS on the charger, and he'll just keep going.
Yeah.
I'll wake
That's
up, he 20
game
levels
head
up.
activities, boy.
Share XP used to be that thing. Was that what's called?
Yeah, but now in the new games, everybody
It's-
gets
yeah,
XP in
it's
the
just
party.
not
It's the
as
lamest
cool
thing
anymore.
ever.
Because you don't have to actually battle with anybody other than your main at
Yeah.
that point. Yeah, there was no.
I'm from
strategic
where you had
aspect of it.
to start the one Pokemon you trying to experience and then sub them out to bring in the real Pokemon to take them down.
Yeah, I kind of think about Naruto too, but I don't like to fight. So like, sure, I can learn some stuff, but I'm not gonna be a shinobi. I would never make it.
Yeah.
So it's a good answer.
Wait, would you be a disgrace at that point then?
Maybe,
Yeah.
or I might just have a Shikamaru mindset.
You could
What a-
just
what
be
a
like one of the
drag.
people on like that just be selling like food or whatever.
Yeah, civilian.
A vendor.
I could just be a civilian, but in that case, I could just stay at home. Why
You
am I going
literally-
to that
literally.
universe to do a worse job than what I got right now?
To join
stay podcasting.
a universe to be an extra is crazy.
Right.
I also do GTA. I'll join a GTA server.
You know you getting your shit pushed back immediately if I see you, right?
Word is bond. Y'all be seeing those videos?
That's nah.
Oh, damn.
Because that's all I do. Is
I'll be
walk
out there
up.
What's
executing
that?
all
What's the
the bo-
restaurant in
all the
GTA?
bounties.
Cluck and Bell.
Cluck and Bell,
He
yeah.
gonna get caught right outside.
Hell yeah.
Right outside Cluck
you
and
know
Bell.
that's where he going. You know that's where he going. Yeah, me and Trevor gonna pop pop. Who would have been on the cover of NCAA Basketball if the game was still active the last 5 years?
Cooper Flag will be on this upcoming one. I don't know if there's anybody in college basketball with much hype other than him.
Anthony
last
Edwards.
year. But you know what? I don't think so.
He
'cause
played for Georgia. They didn't do shit.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was averaging 40 in college.
Yeah.
Zion would have been on one.
Zion
Oh
is
yeah,
for
Zion.
sure.
Yeah,
Trey
Zion.
Young would have been on one.
I can see that.
Paulo would have made one.
I don't remember much
was
about
in Paolo's
Carlos.
year?
Carlos.
It would have been Paolo or Chet.
But it also is like sometimes it's a dude that don't go to the league and do anything. He was just a really
Yeah.
good college
Tyler
basketball player.
Hansbrough.
Yeah.
like for instance, this past year with his quote unquote weak class, probably been Zach Edey.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yikes.
since college football is taking over, what other games y'all want to see get a remake? College hoops, NBA Street, Bully.
I seen the
I
NBA
had saw the
Street one.
NBA Street one and I was intrigued. I haven't played that in so long.
I played NFL Street more than I did NBA Street.
Yeah, same.
All these games have been remade and they're all awful because the developers have lost that love of the game.
Mm.
I would
Also,
love to see,
Every
like-
game has been remade twice.
Also, I go back to the games for nostalgia. Like, I want to re-experience it, and the graphics are so bad. Like, you had to be in the moment to really just enjoy
On
this
my
game.
Switch, I bought Metal Gear Solid, and it was just terrible. It was so terrible. But I would love to see games like that be bought. Remember, like True Crime, Streets of like L.A. or NY, Max Payne. Like
Stranglehold.
every game don't need to be like comp.
I think Max Payne might have got one
Okay.
over the last couple years.
It just feel like every game is like I'm going to be in the best in the world,
Mhm.
and I'm going to get
Yeah.
more kills than you.
We don't have good story mode games. No more.
Yeah.
No, yes we do.
What
People
game?
just don't give a fuck to care
What
about
game?
because they're not. I don't play those type of games, but I know for sure because only thing people really care about are the AAA games. If you want a good story game, you got to go to the indie developers. You got to go to Steam and find the good indie developer. They exist. People just don't care enough about them.
That's
Oh.
true.
I feel like when we were growing up, we had a lot of good story mode games.
That's because
That's all
we
we
didn't
had,
have
yeah.
we didn't have online to play.
Well, you're right. So those AAA people used to make games like this because again, they want you to play their game, but eventually live became a thing and they re-geared to be like, okay, how can we keep people on the game as long as possible? And that's by making it competitive between y'all two. Y'all keep playing together. But again, those indie developers really don't give a damn about that. They'd rather tell a good story. Like, have y'all played Last of Us? It's not an indie developer, but like that's a AAA
No.
game. But like
No.
Last of Us is one of those great story time games that none of
Yeah.
us have played. Oh, I've played it.
Is
now,
Elden
over
Ring
last
a
year.
good story game?
Huh?
Elden Ring.
Yeah, I mean,
I bought the
it's-
game. I
it's a
still have
soul
not.
game.
Did you know? Do you know people wanted me for whatever reason? I don't know why. Me and you, they wanted us to play The Walking Dead.
It's a good game.
Dana
Is it-
plays it.
It's probably because
On the Switch.
we don't like scary things.
I wouldn't
It
even
ain't
call it a
that
scary
damn
game,
scary.
though.
Yeah,
But I think it's a very
it's a good
Is
story.
there
bro.
jump-
there's
told
probably
story.
jump scares in there.
For sure.
Yeah.
But
And I
it's a
think that's
video
probably the
game.
only reason why.
The graphics, you won't be scared.
it's like a comic booky type
Okay.
of.
Yeah.
Did y'all see Borderlands is getting a movie with Kevin Hart and so on and so forth?
Kevin
Bro,
Hart.
I was seeing.
Kevin Hart just being everything.
I seen
Everything,
somebody
bro.
say that God of War needs a movie made after it.
No, it don't. But also a game that you should play.
You know
I
what
played
game?
God of War.
Oh, okay.
Did y'all
Come
ever,
on now.
Did y'all ever play the Mafia games?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Though, like they don't like I want a game like that. They should make real shit like a power game would be decent. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Something with like
Y'all
a,
ever
just
played
a
the game Crackdown?
Yes.
No.
Crackdown.
Crackdown 1 was good. Crackdown 2 was
Let me
awful.
Google
I remember playing
Crackdown.
2 was
Crackdown
good.
1.
And
It's-
Crackdown 3 was awful.
It's where you kind of like build your dude. I don't even remember if, like all the way you see like a superhero, super whatever.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
But I just know you got to like take on all the people and like get your dude up. You get to choose how like strong he look. How
I used to
you,
rock
you
with
make him
Crackdown.
fast and all that type
I
of
remember
stuff.
playing 007.
I never played this.
007 was a very good game when we were
They
You know
remake.
Kyron
They
still be
remastered
playing
it.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah, they
did.
remastered it.
Is the remaster good?
Nah,
Kyron
really.
plays it enough.
He loved the game, but I was disappointed a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh.
But
Is it
that's
Is
me.
it GoldenEye or Golden?
Yeah,
Golden?
Go-
Yeah.
It's
Stop
play-
remaking games. Get some original ideas and movies.
I agree. It's so a lot of the fucking ideas are recycled anyway. You can make James Bond. You could just make him a different name. You can make a cool ass dude who is a spy. You don't have to be James Bond. We can literally make.
Uncharted's another one of those
Oh,
games.
hey, Uncharted is an incredible. That game. You
Now,
ever
they
played
turned
Uncharted?
that into a movie, right?
Man, they did.
Tom
That
Holland.
game was great.
Hitman is a good game. I've played it. I'm still stuck on a certain part, and I just haven't gone
It's
back.
for like 2 years.
I haven't gone back because
That was like the game he
Yeah.
used to be on the game playing.
I'm
we
still
all played
stuck on a
2K.
part because I'm too scared to do something, and like I just haven't done it.
Isn't there another game you were playing? A random ass game.
I thought it was
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Hitman.
Was it Hitman?
No, we haven't. I remember we were playing.
I think it was because
okay.
he was telling me I should play it.
Okay.
We were playing. What was it? What we when Reese was like
Yu-Gi-Oh.
OP. It was Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yu-Gi-Oh
Oh,
was a hit
Yu-Gi-Oh?
for a
Yu-Gi-Oh was
couple
a hit
years.
for a while, man.
And then people start to cheese it.
Yes.
Yeah, let me get my. I'm
Gotta
gonna beat him in one play cards.
Bro,
just
that was
hate
Reese.
Gaming
Reese
community now.
Reese had a deck that you couldn't beat, bro. And that it was just so hard, bro. That shit used to piss me off.
It sound like Reese got you pressed over
Hell
there.
yeah.
I understand wanting to win because nobody wants to lose, but when you exploit games
Yes.
in order to do it, I just will never ever understand it.
I was talking to me and Tiger Woods was talking about that because I was telling him like
Well, it's in the game.
I
No,
want-
fuck you.
I want I told him like I want to start the league this week. But I'm like, I have to sit down and really figure out all of the bullshit because I have to think about that.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that Wildcat shit, that shit's so
Me and
hard
him
to
talked
stop.
about
That
that.
Wildcat shit is
Well, I'm
cheese.
going to have it to where whatever team you have, that's the playbook you're using. There is no custom playbooks. You're not changing the playbook. That's going to be the playbook.
Are we all going to have to be in the same conference? So
I'm gonna try to make 2 conferences because I think it's 32 users. I don't think 30 teams can be in the same conference.
Oh, okay.
So I'll have everybody pick their team and kind of do custom conferences, and then I'm gonna probably take out the big dogs so recruiting can be somewhat level playing. So because like if somebody get Georgia, you're gonna dominate recruiting. Is players not winning a championship making them underrated? Like are people too hung up on championships?
I wouldn't necessarily say underrated, but I do think when you talk about certain players, it's like when you get to talking legacies, that's when championships matter. But like on a grand scheme of things, when you're just talking hoops, yeah, some guys can really hoop. They just never got the accolades to really show it.
Yeah.
Which the championships. They might have other stuff, like all NBAs, all stars, and everything.
I'm kind of in agreement with the dude that asked the question. I don't even know if that's his point, but the question, I think it does make some people a little bit underrated.
So
I
Like,
say
is it
underappreciated because of it.
underappreciated is the
Yeah.
word.
So is a guy like James Harden underappreciated because he hasn't won a championship?
I think
Yes.
he will be. I think
Honestly,
Chris
that's
Paul,
his biggest knock.
Chris
Him and Chris
Paul,
Paul.
Carmelo Anthony,
Russell Westbrook.
all of these guys are
Like,
going.
Harden went through a 3-year stretch where he was averaging 32, 10, and 9.
And the
Yeah.
only conversation
For
is
3
he didn't win a
years.
championship. Chris Paul has won significantly way more than he's lost. He just hasn't won the big thing, but that's all people want to talk about. If you bring up Chris Paul, some people, we probably say little things to troll KB because that's his boy. But there are people that would really be like, he ain't even won nothing. But it's like, bro,
He's been winning his whole career.
Carmelo Anthony made the playoffs like 11 straight seasons, but people would sit up there and say, he ain't a winner. It's like,
What did he increase that different team when he came in as a rookie? Or like 20 plus wins? He had a,
yeah, they went to the playoffs his rookie
Yeah.
year. Yeah. So it's like I understand rings and I understand that's the ultimate goal, but I think we talk about players with like a losing tone when they aren't really losers.
And I think we also have to view championships is that it takes a whole team. No one player is winning a championship. You
That's
need
where
a
the
whole
contradiction
cohesive
come
use.
from. Because people say that
Yeah.
and then you do the Kevin Durant stuff and then they don't like you because you weren't enjoying the team. But it's like, you made me do that because y'all value these championships so much. So
And I
Yeah.
don't even look at KD's championships in any way. He was still doing his thing.
They exist. I
Which-
don't love him. I don't hate him.
what's your favorite movie you've seen in the last 5 years?
I took that question down too. I'm gonna probably say Across the Spider-Verse.
It's so hard not to pick one of those movies, bro.
One of the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah. They're so maybe the first one because I went into that one blind.
Yeah.
Like I saw a 30-second teaser. That was it. Music phenomenal, art style phenomenal, story great, black protagonist. It has everything you could want in a movie, or at least for me specifically. And it's yeah. I mean, it might be that. I also haven't been to the movie theaters a lot over the last 5 years because we were locked inside for
Same.
2 of those years.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm thinking of that Jordan Peele movie. Is it where there's two
Us?
Get Out?
Us? Yeah.
Get Out.
Us. Yeah. I thought it was Us, but I couldn't remember. Us was very good.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, it was a good one. I didn't see the newest one in theater, but I watched it at the crib.
Silent Place was up there for me. The first one, very good, very well executed.
A Quiet Place.
What did I say?
Yeah,
Silent.
Silent.
Oh, Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place was one of the most fun experiences in a movie theater. Was that last 5 years though?
Maybe.
Was Hereditary in the
It
last
might
5
be.
years?
It might be pushing. You
Ooh.
might be right.
I always look at pre-pandemic or post-pandemic. I think that was pre-pandemic. Hereditary was yes, yeah,
Because that was
Hold on.
one, like alongside, I would say The Conjuring.
2018.
That was a movie I was like, this shit actually got me scared.
Yeah, yeah. But the Spider-Man movies are hard to not. But I also feel like I'm giving a bad answer because it's a Marvel film, and that's the only thing people
Yeah.
care about nowadays. But God, that movie is.
That's how I
I
feel
think
about
it's a
my.
Sony movie technically.
That's how I feel about my answer. I haven't seen too many movies at the movies in a long time, just because once the pandemic happened, it just became like afterthought. I'm probably gonna go see a movie soon, even if it ain't some crazy good movie, just because I miss going to the movies.
Quiet Place was 2018.
Damn.
Right?
It don't feel like it was that long ago.
It's not at
Yeah.
all.
I really like The Last Dance. I know that's probably not like a regular movie, but The Last Dance, when we watched that in the pandemic, that shit was
Oh,
super
the
good.
docuseries.
Oh, I didn't consider that a movie.
I'm looking
because
at some of the movies from the last 5 years
That's what I said.
that are
My
like
bad.
top rated. I don't know. One of these is Joker, which is honestly, that's probably number two.
That was really good.
Joker is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah. You ready for the new one? It says
Yes,
a
but it said
musical.
it's a musical.
I hate musicals, but I'll go see it.
Yeah, I don't really like musicals either.
No.
I haven't seen a musical that I care about.
High School
Also,
Musical?
I'm gonna add this in
Didn't
there
care
too
about
for
it.
best movies. Inside Out 2 was dope as hell.
I didn't see
You-
either of the ones.
I
You
haven't
got to
seen
see
it
that
yet.
movie.
Oh, I don't know if this is the last 5 years, but remember they did The Lion King and they made it more.
They made it real. They made
No,
it.
I
Glover
enjoyed
was in
that
it.
shit because I just
did
love The
too.
Lion King. It's one of my favorite movies ever.
I had a book of me being Simba. Like that's how.
as a kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought my stupid ass. I thought you meant when that movie came out. I'm like, what? Are
Oh
you doing?
no.
Your grown
My mom
ass.
had a custom book made of me with my face being on Simba and
That's
being
dope. That's dope.
the young cub.
Any other good movies on that list? Because usually
Mm,
top-rated movies don't mean anything to us.
yeah, these are a lot of movies that I haven't really like. It Chapter 2 is up here.
Everything, Everywhere, all at once,
Everything.
something like that. We watched that in the basement.
Oh, you
a
know
year
what movie
ago.
I
That movie was very
wanted
good.
to see that I didn't see? The Covenant. It's like the army movie.
It sounds very familiar, but I don't think
This
I've
came
seen
out in
it.
2023. I was supposed to go see this. I didn't.
Why does movie sound so familiar, but I haven't seen it though?
What, the one I just
Everything,
mentioned?
everything.
If you haven't seen it,
Everywhere
it's
All
a
at
fun
Once,
movie.
yeah.
Go watch it. It's a multiverse type of movie, but it's fun because it's not. It's funny. It's action. A lot of good stuff.
Say less.
How did y'all keep a good work ethic in the creative field before having a big audience?
You just enjoy doing it.
It
like,
wasn't a
genuinely.
job. It was just
Yeah.
something I like
Yeah.
doing. Like that first paycheck was $100. I didn't think I was gonna turn into a YouTuber off $100. I just enjoyed making videos, and at that point, I don't know if I'm still is. I was such a numbers guy that I was trying my very hardest to scheme the system, the right thumbnail, the right title, all of that. It was like watching the growth made it fun for me.
Yeah.
And then eventually the paycheck started to hit, and I'm like, hold on, hold on, maybe this can be something. But I wasn't doing it as to make it a job. I was just doing it because it was fun. Me and George both created videos together, and eventually George got like a real job. He's CPD right now. Still love you, George, but you know, we just made videos together.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a great answer, just because I think that's one of the biggest things in like this little era or generation is so much wave riding and like trends that people are going for. Like when we were growing up, a lot of people was doing shit for money. But in this generation, I really think people are doing shit for like clout and followers, if I'm just being completely honest. And if like whatever's getting you that attention, that's what people want to do. It was YouTube videos and vlogging. Then it went to podcasting. Now it's streaming, OnlyFans. Like anything that's just doing that, people are just diving into it instead of saying, what do I like to do? What am I good at? And what do I enjoy? And this is what I'm doing. If people gave themselves a good 5 years to really dive into what they like and are interested in, even if it ain't entertainment, I think people would find their lane a lot more. But you got so many people, and I talk to people about that all the time. Like, how many people do we know has had a YouTube channel, has rapped, has made clothes, has made TikTok. Like,
yeah, I think I can compare it to like, I forgot who said this, but it kind of like shined a light in my head about how people think about school, and you can kind of put that on like a YouTube channel or a podcast or anything like that. But they don't really look at like the journey at all or like the actual experience of it. They look at it as like a key to just money or success or
Yeah.
anything. Like when you actually, you're not even like obtaining like the actual thing you want to do.
I think the fun part of it is the
the
process
journey.
through
Yeah,
it, bro.
that's the best part.
If I would have woke up one day and had 1 million subscribers, I don't think I would have appreciated it as much. Like I love I was doing videos for what, 7 years before I got 1 million subscribers. Like that's a long, and not just like a video. Like I was uploading every day, sometimes multiple times a day for that long in order to hit my goal, which was 1 million.
There's YouTubers that I watch now that I remember like they'll have a second channel. They'll make a second channel. They only have like 2,000, 1,000 subscribers. I've seen there's one guy that I watch. He's up to like 25,000 now, and like I love watching that type of shit.
Yeah.
Just because I know I seen him upload every day, or same thing for y'all too, just with the uploads or whatever. But like I like seeing that grind. You know what I'm
Content
saying?
creation is super fun when you're not thinking about the paycheck aspect of it. Like during the pandemic, bro, I was doing the PO box unboxing. That was my favorite thing in the world, bro.
Yeah.
That was so fun to me. Those videos didn't make no money. It was just for fun.
I be trying to tell people that all the time. It's like, if I don't have fun, I really can't do it. And I appreciate people wanting to see me do anything, because there was a time where nobody cared about what I was doing. So I'm appreciative of when people are like, man, when we getting this rebuild? But it's like, if I start and this shit ain't hitting for me, I'm sorry. I'm just not doing it. I'm just not one of those people. You can tell when I'm not enjoying shit, so I just don't do it. And the content is going to be a lot better when I'm enjoying myself. But I think that's also the other part, too, is like the question he asked, I just want to make, how did you keep having a good work ethic in the creative field without a big audience? I think the other part to that, too, is kind of like common sense. I'm also like not silly enough to think that I was going to wake up with a platform. Like I think all of us have gone through shit in our life with some type of struggle where you've seen a parent work 2 jobs or work really hard to have like work ethic instilled in you. And like in some places of the world, people call bums like people who are homeless. But like to me, where I was raised and where I'm from, a bum is a person who was like capable of working a job and doing stuff, and they're choosing not to. And like, I've been instilled to just not be a bum, just sitting around scratching my ass, waiting on somebody to come save me. If you want some shit, you got to work. And I just don't think in today's world we got enough people that want to work. And I'm saying that from a personal standpoint. I know a lot of people who are capable of making shit happen, but they just going to keep lying to themselves with like some get rich quick scheme of like, I'm going to start streaming. What camera you use?
Yeah.
And it's just like,
One of the
man,
most
bro.
important things that like is engraved in my mind is I remember this had to be the weekend of like 6th grade, 7th grade. I used to go to my dad's house before I moved with him. And I was just on the game all night. I watched my dad wake up at 2 o'clock to go to work. And he came home when dinner was being made. And I'm like, he put all of those hours in. And this is like, he's living a great life. It ain't like we lived in a mansion. He lived in apartments in Willowbrook. But I've watched him work 12, 13, 14
It's a nice
hours.
apartment.
And I'm like, he did that for this.
Yeah.
He did that for me.
That
and
apartment
I
had
was
like a little kitchen island. That was
It was pretty cool.
That was nice.
But I watched him do that, and I'm like, if he's doing all of that for this, I can work just as hard and hopefully do something a little bit better. And that was like one of the things. And then once I finally moved out here, I saw it every fucking night.
Yeah.
Every night, I would be up playing the game, watch him go to work, and he would come home after basketball practice. And he still had all the energy in the world to be a good dad. Like it was a lot of that, and I took that work ethic and try to mimic it.
And I know it's a little harder to understand and kind of grasp the concept, because when you don't have the platform or you don't have what you're looking for, it's like you can't wrap your mind around it. But I think everything everybody up here is saying is real. Like the journey, there's nothing better than the journey, because all you do is you get to the finish line and all you do is just reminisce about all of the fucking moments in between.
I was just thinking about the days where we used to drive, like Dmills would pick you up,
Yup.
then he'll come to my house
Yup.
and pick me up, then we'll ride to Kenny's house.
One of my
And
friends,
now you got a Bugatti.
Yeah.
One of my friends live on the path we used to take. He lives on one of the streets now, and I was telling him last night, like, that's the route we used to take.
I know I was on that little back way. I forgot what the name of the streets was, but I was driving on that road, and I'm like, we used to take this road damn near every Tuesday, Saturday, or whatever it was.
It was crazy.
I remember Pete showed me those back roads.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah.
He was like, "Why? You know you could take this way." And he was like, "Here, I got a quicker way for you." And he showed me. I was like, "Oh, I never even knew about
I
this."
realized the tag was still on this hoodie.
I thought you had popped. I don't know what.
I thought he cracked something.
Yeah,
too.
I thought you popped something on your body, bro.
That would have been crazy.
But yeah, the journey is
It's
A1.
fun in the journey. You build your day ones. Like you have people in your community that's been rocking with you since you didn't have nothing,
Shout out Smalls.
and it's kind of
Literally,
crazy
shout out
people,
Smalls.
It's crazy that people will stick with you for that long.
Mm-hmm.
That was the biggest
We
thing.
seen some of these people grow up.
Yeah, no, for sure.
We seen Kamari grow up.
Yeah. It was
He's still a kid.
it's been people that's like, somebody was in my chat like, man, P, it's crazy. I was watching y'all and I was this age and now I just graduated college. And it'd be like, that's crazy.
But then we also in the post that we made on Twitter, somebody was like, me and my homies are only 7 videos into watching y'all. And I was like,
So it's still growing.
yeah, I was like, damn, 7 videos? I was like, man, that's so much. And the fact that there's still new people finding us and they binge watching is
Pretty
kind
dope.
of crazy.
Y'all have channels where you found a good YouTube channel and you just go through like all the videos.
Yes. Especially if it's like one of them type of channels upload once a month.
Yeah.
Like I saw a channel yesterday where somebody was putting it on, like explaining what it's like to make $25,000 a year all the way up to 25 million, what the lifestyles are. Like that's a really good video. And then I went to watch like his last 3-4 videos in a row.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I finally, I find those YouTube channels here and there. I mostly do that on like Instagram. Like I'm cooking with whatever. It was one older dude who be cooking. I forget his name. Y'all probably actually know him.
It's just one old.
He got cancer.
I
And
don't
I'm
want to
like,
just
oh,
say
man.
old lady, but it's this one lady that be doing a bunch of like homemade stuff. Like they'll be like, "Can you show us how to make strawberry lemonade from
know
scratch?"
exactly
You
what
know
you're talking
exactly, bro. I've binge watched a lot of her videos.
Yeah, I'm kind of on that type of time where I'm more so binge
She got
watching.
auntie vibes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
for
grandma vibes, I would say, not auntie vibes.
Yeah, I mean, mine's recently has been Tyler Oliveira. He goes around and doing real life interviews.
Before, yeah.
And then also somebody in the past I think I did it with Peaks when I found him. I used to binge watch all of his reviews. And
Peaks is the one with the lisp.
Yeah.
is Peaks? Yes.
I'm gonna go try this new Chick-fil-A sandwich.
I remember I found out about this YouTuber named CZ's World. I watched all his videos. Like that's where I got that hoodie from.
Oh yeah, the horror guy.
It was like My Life's a Horror movie. Yeah, because he just had like all the reviews, but it's not like he was just sitting there
You
like.
still have the hoodie?
Nah, I don't
Good
think so. I
answer.
think I threw it away.
Good answer.
What's one day you wish you could relive just to feel it twice? Shout out Drake
One of the kickback days.
is what dude said.
Like just go back and go through.
One of the kickback
one where
days.
Darrick was freestyling?
Dmills freestyling. John knocked out on the couch.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Caleb
in town. Yeah. Was Tyler still there?
Yeah,
Tyler's
Tyler's still there. Come on now.
Yeah, that's
You remember your dog ate his pre-roll or his blunt.
Yeah. Jack's been getting
Oh.
half for a long time, man. Is that
A
the
day?
same day that we got John's car towed, or am I
Yeah,
mixing together?
nah,
the
I don't
kickbacks?
even remember.
That was a kickback day, but I don't know if that was the
Okay.
same kickback. But yeah, that was
That's
terrible.
a good answer. I was trying to think of something very kind of
Deep.
sappy.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of like one. It's like it's hard to think of one specific.
Our first
day.
live show was so fun, man.
In New York?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
well,
Oh,
was,
yeah.
That might be my answer.
That's when we had like remember they had those custom shirts for
Yeah.
I
us?
still have them.
Yeah.
That's when that shit felt real.
Yeah.
Like oh
Yeah.
shit, we got people in here. Cause it's different over the internet when you see like support, but to see it in person is like, whoa,
Mm-hmm.
I'm signing an autograph. That was probably like my first time signing an autograph.
That had to be what 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
Shit so long
We
ago.
none of us had a clue the pandemic. I always think about that as like before the pandemic, motherfucker was just living, not knowing what was coming.
I don't. Bro,
I think
yeah.
I literally went to the movies right before it happened.
We was in the airport and Kenny was he thought the mask was for
Oh,
fashion.
yes.
Yeah.
He like, excuse me, man, where can I get a mask all these people
We
wearing?
come back from New York.
I remember I was when I was with my ex, and it's like right before it happened. We didn't know like because there was a bunch of regulations coming out like you can't be out during this time. You can't be out for like whatever. I was like, how I'm gonna see my girlfriend on like a day-to-day basis at this point?
Right, you thought they did make it seem like army guys was gonna
It's
be
gonna
in
be
the
patrolling the streets.
Yeah, they definitely made it seem like that. What's one day I could live twice? Am I living it through me, or am I like we sitting on this couch and I'm sitting right there just watching?
Nah, you relive it. You relive it.
Relive it.
But do you know that you're reliving it?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's that part.
Like if you
I'm
go
gonna
back
take
for-
it away if you know you're reliving it. I think it would take away from it, wouldn't it?
in a way, yeah, probably.
It also gives you that feeling of being like, let me take this all in.
We had some really fun kickbacks, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't go to any of them.
We had that Christmas kickback when I gifted y'all all them toys.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I got a video on my phone.
Because y'all, I just can't picture some of the names that y'all be naming, acting crazy. I can't picture.
Bro,
I
got
wonder
this-
does everybody still have them?
I hope not.
No,
had to
Yeah,
be
no.
that was pre-pandemic. So
Yeah, I
hell no.
pray that
Anything
Look, he's
pre-pandemic
saying
you
it
should
like
have.
you got his still.
I don't have mine at my house. I left it at my mom's
Or
house.
she just gonna find it.
She's already seen them.
Oh.
Well, that don't make it cool.
Multiple.
Well, because I bought one after y'all. After you
60
bought it, I went
Big
and
Drake fan over here.
I went and got me my home.
I got a
The
video.
upgraded version.
I got a video on my phone from one of the kickbacks, and we were like gone, like we were just gone. And I'm recording there, and I think it's like Dmills and John. They're playing on the Wii, and they're just fighting
Oh,
like they
yeah.
got swords.
Switch. They playing on the
Yeah,
Switch,
I still got a video, and y'all just gone as hell, just acting like y'all fighting, bro.
You know how long it's been? One of our last kickbacks. This is right after Lil Peep passed away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This how you know we was young too. Every time one of his songs came up on the aux, we all took a shot for him.
Oh yeah.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all are crazy.
Lil Peep was that man.
We had a Lil Peep era for sure. Rest in peace, Lil Peep.
He had that good late night kickback type
You know,
music.
He kinda
driving
did,
late at
yeah.
night.
Make you want a Benz truck type thing.
Yes.
Oh,
Ben
facts.
Sure was he had that at night music for sure. What's the time that you guys were most challenged by life, and how did you overcome it?
Mm.
One of the most challenging things for me wasn't even that big of a challenge. It was just, I think, something that everybody go through, but at the time you don't know. It was like graduating high school and not going to like a full-blown university and knowing exactly what I was going to do. And I think seeing some of my seeing my peers doing shit kind of made me feel like everybody had their shit together and I didn't. I had like a small, from like 19, like from 18 to 20, that was a 2-year thing where I was just like, man, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm not at a Michigan university. I don't know what's my major. Like,
Yeah.
what am I doing? And then it just felt like everybody else is. But then you start to talk to people, or you start to get your shit together and look back, and like a lot, like it feels like everybody go through that. Because I have a lot of our fans be hitting me up, saying that they going through the same thing. And the more people I've talked to, is like, oh, I kind of feel like everybody went through that phase where you feel like you need to have everything figured out at 19.
Yeah.
But that's like somewhat of the internet, right? You go onto Twitter
Yep.
and you see the trending page. It's like a 20-year-old millionaire streamer, and you're just comparing your life to that. And it's
Yeah.
just unfair for everybody, because the reality is that's such a minority here. Majority of people don't know the hell they're doing. And I think that's okay, especially at a younger age, you know, end of the teens, early 20s. Most people don't know what they're doing. And that's okay, because you have time to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't be watching your favorite streamer gift a rollie to a former president and think that that's what you should be at the age of 23.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I overcame it by just being like, I'm 19, let me chill, and let me just, not put pressure on myself. When you just start thinking realistically and stop comparing about what everybody else doing, because you also find out that a lot of shit people portray is not the truth. Because when you're so young, you don't realize that. You think everybody that's portraying whatever they portraying, that's what they doing. And then you find out that shit is nowhere near the truth. You know what I mean? Like, especially on the internet, especially.
Cause I'll tell you that I won $100 million. I ain't gonna tell you when I'm dead broke though.
You somebody uncle for sure.
That's the real thing.
But you're right,
People
though.
not gonna tell you the bad things on the internet.
It's funny because you know shit,
Yeah.
like friends, family, all like you just know shit, and then you go on Instagram and people be posting like nobody knows shit. So you might have a family member who is really fucked up right now. And it's okay. Everybody falls on hard times. But they'll go on Instagram and they'll make it look like they not fucked up.
Yeah.
They'll make it look like not only are they not fucked up, they
But
are
they're
living
good.
extremely good. And it's like, when you know that, it makes you look at everything through a lens. Like, I have to question everything.
We know somebody that posted on Instagram. They had a picture of him dunking the ball. but the real picture was him getting his ass blocked. Do you remember that?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
He went
That
viral.
went
Yes, he
viral.
went
Yeah,
viral
that
because
went
of that.
viral. That's insane.
That's
that
crazy
went
that-
viral. We know somebody who
You
took
know
a
what's crazy?
picture.
He played pro basketball. He had a better
Yeah.
picture where
Yes.
he actually dunked, but he picked that one.
There's a picture of somebody we know who took a picture of them dunking and edited out the table that they were standing on.
Oh, yes.
You a nut.
We know somebody.
Uh-oh.
Now he's
No, I'm not pointing at him. I'm talking about me and Dmills because we seen this. We know somebody that posted. It had to be on Facebook or Instagram. They posted outside in front of a car. It's Dmills. It's Roscoe car.
oh, in
Do you
front of
remember
In
that?
front of his Cadillac?
Yeah, they posted in front
Who
of the
did
Cadillac.
that?
Like it's somebody we know.
Are they white?
He ain't dropped the name.
No.
No.
Shout out to Mike. You know, he good for dropping the name.
He
I'm good
is.
for dropping the mic too.
We know Roshan Johnson back when he was
Yeah.
like, damn, Mike. You know Roshan Johnson, 6'2" over there.
Dark, black Roshan. Black Roshan.
That was crazy.
Black Vontae.
He said Black Vontae.
You know what the real answer,
What?
like, to that question? Oh, no, let's just move on. I think you gave a really good answer. That's enough to cover it.
I want to hear your real answer.
Um,
We ain't got nothing but time, baby.
I mentioned it before that I have been like fighting this eating disorder for the last couple years. At least in the early stages of it, it was impossible, mental warfare with myself all the time. But I think I'm over the hill now and I'm on my way back to normalcy. But that was like the toughest time I've ever really had to go through in my life. It was just like, and it's so different because I was fighting with my brain, you know, like.
Yeah.
And it was just like, what do? I know what I'm thinking and what I'm doing is irrational, but I can't fix it. And then that's when I start to go to like therapy and all this other shit.
Yeah,
I know that shit was tough because you know what was also tough that I had witnessed like a lot is you got your own, everybody got their own battle and their own things that they going through that you got to deal with on your own. But a lot of times, and it's not purposeful, but outside surrounding people don't help. It's been so many times we went out to dinners and shit. Man, Kenny, you sure you can't get you a burger, man?
Right.
You don't want us to go? We can go. And it's like, man, I'm good, man.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be like, explain what's going on because
Exactly.
it kills the mood. Like,
Yeah.
if I say I'm good, I'm good. And I had to, like, when we did that road trip, and Sam is a great guy. I understand where he's coming from, but I had to pull him to the side. I don't know if y'all remember that. We had the pizza and we was going paintballing.
Yeah.
And he was like, I could get you your own pizza. I'm like, bro, no, like, please.
Yeah.
And then I had to pull him to the side and kind of, because that's when I was at the height of everything. Let him know what was going on. And then he understood. But, like, yeah, anytime we went to a team dinner and I'm not eating, whoever's hosting the team dinner is like, we got to get you something. Can you eat a steak?
I remember the
Can you eat a
wait.
burger.
We went to the steak place and the waitress was trying to like badge you to get a steak. I'm like, why you even care?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just relax.
They
bro.
wanted, no, she wanted, they
Your
probably
tip
want a
is a
bigger
lot
tip.
higher if you leave me the fuck alone right now.
Yeah.
But
That's actually a great way to put it. You leave me alone.
you leave me alone.
There's a
But-
better tip for you.
Again, it's been a lot better. We went to when we went to lunch, I didn't eat, but that wasn't me. That restaurant didn't have anything that I could have.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
but when we went to dinner, I ate. you
I'm
know.
sorry, I did not know that.
No, I
Also
was,
didn't
I
plan
knew
on
that
you eating because
beforehand.
I didn't know
ate
you would eat.
before I left.
Okay.
Because we looked at the menu, it was like, oh, there's nothing I could really have. So
Okay.
but dinner, even though the food was awful, I did eat.
Did you eat anything else that night? Because that dinner was pretty bad.
Yeah,
What dinner?
we went to
When me and
True Food Kitchen.
True Food Kitchen, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
They had
order
one in
something
Vegas?
else. Yeah.
Because they got one in here.
Yeah, it's
at,
in
it's at Caesar's.
Caesars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did. I did order. I don't remember what it was, but it's some fast food type shit.
Oh,
Do they
yeah.
have one here? Am I tripping?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oprah.
it's in
Oprah,
Oakbrook,
right,
yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah, because I had went to In-N-Out the next day. That shit was solid.
Still hood.
Yeah, they don't Uber eat it. You got to go there.
Yeah.
Ah.
But I will say this, they have good burgers. They fries are just so bad, bro.
Yeah, I don't think we ever said that this the worst shit. I just think that we were like, y'all
hype of it.
overhyped this when we
But
have
it's like,
a Culver's,
If they
Portillo's.
could get good French fries or like some good onion rings,
Why are they
it would-
fries so disappointing? They fries are like weak as hell. I
Yeah.
eat them because I need a fry with my burger, but it's like I can't believe how bad those fries are. I can't
Yeah.
really put my finger on it. They look like they're gonna be
yes,
good too,
but because they got that McDonald's type look.
but you eat that motherfucker and it's just like airy. Top 5 albums of all time.
Sheesh.
This is a very tough question, right?
Sheesh.
Like,
Top 5 of all time? That's an impossible question.
just
It's
give
like
y'all
an
some.
objective list, or
it
is
would have
this
to
like
be my
our
own
list?
personal.
like your personal.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
But you could just throw albums you like.
1999 is my favorite album of all
That's a
time.
really good album.
I
like
know
it.
the Carter 3 would probably be on there for me.
It's a good one.
Take Care.
Oh, okay.
To Pimp a Butterfly.
Okay.
Section 80.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna throw Section 80 on there as well.
I'm a big It Was Written, Illmatic guy. Nas, throw some Nas in there. I like Blueprint 1 from Jay. What's some good albums?
I really like the Blueprint 3.
Some rap songs is one of my
Blueprint
favorite
3 is
of
good.
all time. It's such a tough question.
Oh, trying to,
Currency.
We
Covert
definitely.
Coupe.
I
Have we
definitely
did
got to
this
throw
before?
graduation in
'Cause I
there.
remember seeing Taylor Alderdice on this set before.
Okay. Freddie Gibbs, Pinata.
Marshall Mathers will be on there for me as well.
Did you listen to his new album?
No, I didn't.
Good answer.
But apparently, it's like, isn't it like #1 right now?
His
Or
shit is
currently?
always number
He's
one.
Eminem, so even
Yeah.
if it was bad, it was
Should
still-
always be number 1.
I got to add Ready to Die to that list.
Ready to Die is good. Yeah, it's so many. It's so many. Only Built for Cuban Links is good. But there's certain albums that's so different. Like Only Built for Cuban Links, I got to be in like a time for it, but I need to play the whole album type shit. That's why it's just. If you could craft the perfect 3-course meal, what would it be?
Dude, I had the perfect 3-course meal on my honeymoon.
What was it?
Never
Oh, yeah,
had
you-
anything like this before in my. I got pictures of it. So
Oh, yeah, I
can-
remember you was somebody, you ate scallops. And I was
Bro.
thrown off when you said, you ate
Damn.
Bro, he was the best chef I have ever seen in my life.
It was worth every dollar.
Every dollar. And it was all inclusive, so I didn't have to pay anything
Yeah.
extra, but it was a
Okay.
lot of money still.
All inclusive is the way to go,
What,
bro.
15?
I think we paid $27 for the trip. That's flights and all of that stuff. No, that's not true. 17? It had a 7 in it, and I know it wasn't 72.
17. It's a new.
You're talking about millions, y'all.
Yeah,
Time,
millions,
it's a new
of course.
timepiece.
I don't even know how to. I'm looking at the dishes right now. I can't even explain it. Oh, I have the actual menu here. I'll tell you exactly what it was, Darrick. The first thing we had was a salad. I'm just gonna say a salad. It was ass. Don't worry about the salad, because it was ass. Anyway, then we had the sheared scallops, corn risotto, juggernaut Cabernet Sauvignon, California. Don't ask. I think those last two are the wine. I don't drink wine. But the scallops, I had never had scallops before. Perfect.
You don't drink wine?
I don't drink wine, no. Perfect scallops. The
Rossetto?
Rossetto was creamy. It was
No, it's risotto.
risotto.
Wow,
It was
I feel-
creamy. It was filling. And I
Yeah,
was
risotto is amazing.
I
When it's
didn't
made
go
right?
into it thinking that I thought this was the meal.
Yeah.
Threw down. Not knowing that I still had 2 other things coming.
Which
Then-
were what?
It was a type of soup. It was sweet potato soup.
Okay.
Really hit. Really hit.
I don't think I've ever had sweet potato.
It was really. I didn't expect it to love it. I loved it.
Ooh,
And then the
shit.
actual entree was a prime New York strip
Oh,
with balsamic asparagus, caramelized shallot demi juggernaut.
oh, that's too much shit for
No.
big plug.
I'm telling you, bro. I
Just
thought
give me
so
the New
too.
York strip.
Look at this is the best sauce I've ever had in my lifetime. It was perfect. And then the potatoes that were with.
I love some good
Steak and
potatoes.
Oh, my
It's
goodness.
always gonna be a hit.
And I got to watch him make it right in front of me too.
Oh, wow.
He was a fan of the University of Arizona. He had a big ass Zona tattoo across his forearm right here.
He went to the school.
I don't know. I
That's a
didn't
fan.
ask.
The fuck?
I would assume so though. You don't be that loyal and
Right.
get a tattoo if you.
So
didn't
he
go
ain't a
there.
fan. He an alumni.
Yeah, maybe. And then there's the soup. Again, it don't look so.
No, sweet potato soup sounds good to me. I've never had it, but I love.
Was
sweet
it more of
potatoes.
a sweet? Was it like a sweet and savory or what?
It was a combination, bro. I think
sweet,
that's what
sweet
made
and savory.
it.
I've
was
never had a
different, bro.
savory sweet potato. What the
It
hell?
was.
I don't-
I had
I-
some sweet
combo.
potatoes the other
Yeah, I
day.
felt like since it was a soup, it wasn't going to be a sweet soup. So
Yeah,
it
it
had
was
to be.
a combination. And then the dessert was like Italian ice-y kind of thing.
Okay.
Oh, that
A
shit
hit.
look real good. What's that, strawberry? or
Yep.
something? Yeah.
A hit.
Perfect 3-course meal for me. I'm doing a Caesar salad to start, but I mean like a real top shelf Caesar salad. You go to some restaurants and they give you a basic Betty, but then you go to somewhere like Redstone. They Caesar salad is, I don't know what they do, but it's just like legitimate. Steakhouses have real good legitimate.
That place you was talking about, in that mall, the Promenade. You know that place?
Yeah.
You got to get it's called. They got a salad. It's so good. It's like a taco salad,
Oh, for real.
but it's got like. I gotta put you on.
They
bro.
do got a bunch of salads. I don't.
I
think
gotta put you. I'm trying to remember what's the name of
the
it.
Italian beef egg rolls. You had those?
Yeah, I have. Those is
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. But yeah, I would start with like a Caesar salad. Help me out, Dmills. Where we going from there?
I love a soup.
You
I need a
soup
soup.
guy?
I'd rather take a
underrated.
soup
I
instead of
would
a
start
salad.
with. I would go more so for me. It'd be like a nice little clam chowder to start. Nice little good clam chowder be my first course.
I've never had soup out.
No,
Really?
I always get salad because I just like.
it would be a clam chowder, lobster bits for me. Those are typically my starter soups. Then for the appetizer, probably give me like some calamari. I'll take a nice good calamari.
Some fancy ass cheese sticks would go crazy.
Cheese sticks.
Yeah, mozzarella cheese sticks.
Oh,
Or you know what? I take that back. You know what's a great appetizer? It's not also because it'll fill you up, but Buffalo Blast is really fucking good.
oh, the chicken tenders.
No, Buffalo Blast.
What is Buffalo Blast?
If you ain't had Buffalo Blast,
I don't know what the
figure
hell
it out.
that
Go
is.
figure it out. I ain't gonna say too much on it. Go figure it out. And it definitely ain't a damn chicken tender.
Okay.
Go figure it out. It's like a pocket
Mm-hmm.
filled with buffalo chicken, and
Okay.
but it's like the pocket is made of like chicken.
Okay.
It's very hard to. It's like whatever the you had buffalo dip.
Yeah.
That you take that and you bake it inside like a chicken.
Okay.
But it's at Cheesecake Factory.
Oh.
But it's
Okay.
so good that you gonna eat so much you're gonna get full. And then give me the steak for your dig, man. If not a steak, give me a shaved ribeye sandwich.
Yeah. Give me a good T-bone medium with a lobster tail with a nice garlic butter sauce to dip it in.
Damn. It's a lot of food.
I'm good with my steak, just regular New York strip and some potatoes.
Yeah, and a
Give me
nice-
some
nice little
vegetables
order
on the
of
side.
potatoes too. I'll be happy with that.
How y'all want your? I want mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I like mashed potatoes.
I like mashed potatoes too. I also like, we just had the little small
Diced ones?
potatoes too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like the finger potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they cut up, or you
Yeah.
had them whole.
We had them cut up. Well, we cut them into like the little halves.
Yeah.
Give me some gratin. How do you pronounce that, Darrick? Au gratin potatoes?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You don't like
Sorry.
Yukon Gold?
I like
I would
Yukon
like that too.
Gold. Yukon Gold be the way to go.
I like
Yeah.
the finger potatoes. You cut them up, put them in the
Yeah.
oven for 20, 30 minutes.
Throw the olive oil on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then for dessert, I'm a simple guy. Matter of fact, this is a big 3-course meal. Let's not be simple. Give me that big ass chocolate chip skillet with some vanilla ice
Oh,
cream
yeah.
over top. Throw some of that caramelized. Come on, man.
Either a good chocolate chip cookie or a good brownie.
Come
Give
on.
me-
Come on.
I love that good hot and cold combination.
Did you eat a brownie at the dinner that we went to?
No, I don't think I got dessert.
Somebody got dessert. Was that
I think
my
it was,
wife?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get dessert because I really wasn't a fan of the food, so I was just like,
The
I'm
dessert
good.
was ass. I'm sure of it. Just based on the restaurant. Can't imagine them turning it up for dessert all of a sudden.
Can you guys name one moment / incident that changed or shaped your life? Off the top of my head, one that I always go to, bro, is I'd spent my whole life, for whatever reason, thinking I was going to the NBA. And I remember sitting in graduation and not even thinking about the NBA, but being like, damn, that's probably the last time, like, I'm not playing basketball no more at a high level, like real basketball. And it made me feel like it put everything in perspective, and I realized, like, real quickly, like, I didn't put in half the work that I could have. So now what that did was it shaped me to put in work on everything. So when we did the podcast or I do YouTube, if I'm locked in on some shit, the last thing I'm gonna do is not put in the work, because I've seen what not putting in the work got me. And I kind of feel like I wasted a lot of basketball potential. So now I go around life with, like, if we finna do a show or whatever, I try to give it my all to where I'm not ever feeling that moment of, damn, I wasn't putting in no work. So I feel like now I got a good work ethic.
It's kind of hard for me.
Always can be better though.
I can't really think of anything right now that really changed me. I mean, becoming a dad was one thing that's kind of helped me a lot recently, because like I feel like I have another human life I have to take care of and like provide for.
Changed
and, like,
your perspective on a lot of stuff.
yeah, and I literally like yesterday I'm taking care of. I was like, damn, it's really my job for every day for 24 hours to make sure you stay alive. Like that's my job for the day, and it's just like, you don't realize how much work it takes in order to take, because like they actively like do things that could like harm themselves, and like you have to be on alert and watch and take care of them, and like
I was just thinking
it
about
forces me to
that.
be more attentive and
I was
locked
thinking
in my
about like
surroundings.
how I'm gonna be when I actually become a father, because I just knowing myself, like I'm a very selfish person. Like
Selfish or selfless?
selfish.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I like enjoying my time and everything. Like a lot of stuff be about me, but I know
Yeah.
once that day come, like all that shit's kind of out the window.
For sure, Mike.
Like it all goes to this person. And like I'm ready for it, but I'm like,
Uh-oh,
I'm
he said he
going-
ready for it, y'all. He
Yeah.
said he ready for it.
You know what that mean? Looking at
I was scared to become a father too. Like it was like one of those things where like kind of forced me to like face my fear
Mhm.
and like
I don't think
Yeah.
it's anything you're ever, even when you're trying, you're not
you
prepared
ran off
for
for that week.
I ran off.
Yeah, remember that? I remember that week you ran off. I was just messing.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember watching your
the day I found out.
yeah, and I saw the fear in those eyes, Derrick.
What'd he do? He said, "I didn't ask for this."
He said, "Are you for real?" or something like that.
Yeah, it was the day we came back from All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
recently, I feel like a day that was different. Is like
Hey, I knew,
You did?
and it took everything in my power.
we all.
Is that so? My theory was right.
What was your theory?
When we were at All-Star Weekend, I had said something like, "I want to go do something." He was like, "Maybe you should go home and be with your family." Oh, you said maybe you should like go home and be with your girl or something like that.
I don't remember
KB
that.
ass giving you hints and shit.
You had said that, and I was
you
like,
know he the king of
and, like,
hints.
later
he
on, I
love
was like,
throwing
is that
something
why
out
you-
there.
and I was like, "Is that why you said that?" He was like, "No, I didn't."
I don't even remember that.
If he did say it, it is why he said it.
But yeah,
Because I don't know what I said I wanted to go do, but you was like, "No, maybe you should go home and be with your girl."
did you go home?
Yeah.
Was this Cleveland?
No,
Yeah.
this was way now in San Francisco, I think.
No, we was
No,
in
no, no.
Cleveland.
This was Cleveland?
This was post Cleveland?
I don't know.
Oh no, was this Utah?
Utah. Yeah.
Utah.
It was yeah.
Utah. Okay. Cleveland is when I was about to become a dad.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
It was finding it out and you not knowing. It was funny because you would say certain shit and it would be. I know we would all kind of look at each other like, "What the fuck?" But KB
Like during
saying,
that trip?
no,
Because I feel like that's when she found out when we were on the trip.
on what trip?
All-Star.
The timeline is all messed up. in
Yeah,
my
it's
head.
all messed up.
We didn't have so many trips together. Should be kind of going together sometime.
My answer to this question is obviously operating room, like when the baby came out, I
Oh.
almost passed out. And then the other one is when I sat my dad down to let him know that I was going to do YouTube and quit the job. That was a big one.
That was such a big thing for my mom too. She doesn't like their generation doesn't understand content creation.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I left Portillo's, that was like something for her where she was like, "Why are you doing that?"
Yeah.
And like
I don't think my mom still doesn't understand what I do for a living. She'll click on a video. She says she leaves likes on the
Yeah.
YouTube episodes, but she don't understand like how we get paid or how often we get paid or how much we get paid.
My
Because
grandma
everybody
always
think that I
telling me,
make
yeah.
$30 million annually for whatever reason.
My grandma be telling me she be telling people about my stuff at her job,
Yeah.
and she be like, "They be helping me look up your stuff."
I like how much maybe pride is the word I'm thinking of like when people talk about me, like when my dad is telling other people about me or my mom is telling other people about me. It makes me feel great because I know they feel great because they raised me to be the person.
That's
be-
the best feeling in
it's-
the world.
It's two sides to it because I feel that same pride, but then they come over to me and they start asking me to break shit down. I'm like, I don't feel like talking about this shit right now.
I love it when my parents do it, but when they know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes my mama, she don't be knowing, but she be so proud, and I be like, I'm gonna just let her go and go.
Like a few weeks ago when I walked into my mama's house and Roscoe was like, "What college Michael Red go to?" And I'm like, "Huh?" He was like, "You just found out yesterday." I was like, "Oh, you know what? I don't even know."
I done heard my mama go off into tangents on the phone, and I'm like, what is she talking about? Yeah, girl, I think they gonna sit down with LeBron.
But now, that's
She ain't
yeah.
said that, but it be shit like that where I'm like,
Yeah.
man, that is not.
No, that's some shit. That's some shit how my dad be. He love exaggerating. Like he was talking to the people that was like cooking. They was doing something in the house or whatever, and it came up across me like me and like being with the company or whatever. And he's like, yeah, they just did something. And he literally was like, they think they finna have LeBron on there. I'm like, bro, you gotta stop.
It's so funny because like y'all have met my mom before. Obviously Pierre's my cousin, but like y'all have met her, but y'all don't know her, or she don't know y'all. But every once in a while she'll ask me how y'all doing. Like she'll be like, did Mike move into his new place? I'm like, yeah. You been there yet? No, I ain't been there yet. Mm-hmm. Gotta invite you over eventually. I'm like, you don't even know this man. And
I love when they get y'all confused.
No, that's my mama too. She be like, it's Kenny, and then it's the Darrick, and then who the other one?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I be like, bro,
I used to come to your house.
That's the crazy part to me.
Your mama's don't mean the
Your mama
longest.
should know Darrick for sure.
Talking about some,
But like when
Darren? No.
Avery birthday party, I almost say Avery Bradley.
I saw Avery Bradley at Vegas, and
You did?
Yeah, me and Suzanne walking around the wind. I was like, that's Avery Bradley.
I saw Mario Chalmers.
She gonna say, should I tell him we stole his name? I'm like, no, leave that man alone.
And like, yeah, she'd be like, how what is it, Mike? I'd be like, yeah, cause Darrick right here, Nana.
My grandma asked about you the other day. I don't talk to her often.
Yeah.
Sometimes I call my mom and she's at my grandma's house, so we talk that way. She say, how the big boy doing? He doing good. Ain't no question if that's his baby. She just said that like 2 different times to me. I'm like, Nana,
You ever walked in and yo, like my little sister be having like our videos playing on the TV.
My sister Jadora does it all the time.
Yeah.
Like I be telling her, like, can y'all watch this when I go? Y'all have a person in y'all family who y'all hate talking about what y'all do?
Yep. I won't say who it is because they watch.
My uncle, he means good. He means well. But when I go to his barbershop and he get to talking about it, he does it in a way where it's just like it pisses me off sometimes. Because he get people like, it'll be somebody in there who do some silly shit. Be like, you should get him on the pod. I'll be like, stop talking to me, bro. Stop, like, seriously, stop talking to me. I done had some of his friends really say, like, man, you should have me on. Like, bro, stop talking to me, bro.
I just say now, and joke, because, I mean, they understand it's a joke. Whenever they try to talk hoops, I'll be like, damn, I'm on the clock right now? And then they just leave me
For
alone.
real. My pops done did that. We went to, like, Nana.
Bro, you was dying laughing yesterday, or what was that, yesterday or 2 days ago? We started playing Fortnite. We happened to a little voice chat. Somebody's like, so, Mike, this is Heidi. He said, so, Mike, when we getting the new album? I said, bro, this not Vlad TV. We playing Fortnite,
This not
bro.
Vlad TV. It's crazy.
That shit killed me, bro. Because it was so fast and off the top. Like, hell no. Because he did come in with some questions.
Because we was
like,
playing our tournament, and we needed some time to kill because they were still playing their game 3. So he's like, let's hop on the Fortnite. How'd just join the voice channel because he playing Fortnite with us? He was nowhere in none of the conversations we having.
That's how
he just coming in here trying to interview
How do you
somebody.
get in the Discord and do the same thing? So, what do you guys think about the McHale trade? I used to be like, Heidi, I love your brother, but I just made a video on it. I'm good. We got some. How do y'all balance work/life, especially with all of y'all having significant others and a few with daughters? Your job requires a lot more work than we see on the 2-hour podcast.
poorly. It's the only way I can describe. I do it poorly. Fact that like me and my wife don't go out as much as we should. Like we don't go to restaurants. We don't go to movies or date nights. And a lot of that is, of course, attributed to us having a kid. So you need to find babysitters. Even though we just found a nanny, shout out to her.
The nanny.
But also I be working and shit. And it's kind of it's a double-edged sword because it's important that I have a partner that understands that. But also a lot of times feel guilty for not like she doesn't get to do like the normal dating stuff because
I be feeling the same way. I was gonna say, do y'all have many things that y'all like? Because I know y'all was talking about like the water park the other day or whatever. You was like, I'm not really into that. Do y'all have any like things that y'all really enjoy like doing together out?
with my wife.
Yeah,
Like,
I know
today
it sounds crazy too, by the way, but it's like it's probably a real thing. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like today, we going to get pedicures.
Yeah.
Then we're going to the movies. Like,
What movie?
we're not seeing Deadpool. It was
See, I think movies
I
is one of the
forgot
things that we
the name
like
of it.
enjoy together.
it was like some sort of like storytelling movie.
We just did the Blue Eye Samurai. I kind of like watching shows.
I heard.
Yeah,
Blue
that's
Samurai
a
was
good thing.
too.
We had I remember we watched You years ago. That was fun. We used to watch
Yeah.
I kind of like watching shows. It's been a long time since we went to the movies.
When's the
is
last
fun,
time you went
too.
to them escape rooms?
Years.
Oh
brother.
yeah,
I
I
feel
went
like
to an
that's
escape
something.
room. Have I ever gone with y'all?
No, I don't think
I've never
so.
been.
We should
The
go to
escape
an
room,
escape
yeah.
room.
Oh, that you
I
think they
would
would let
go.
us film?
I don't think so. You'd have to like pay a lot of money.
I
Bro,
would
go to that VR place too. That was.
I
in,
went to that VR place
in Oak Brook.
Yeah,
wanna
I
go
went
to
there. It was
the,
decent.
it was fun. I went with
They have an
Ontario
escape
and
room there.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
they
they
do
do.
have one. Yeah, down the stairs.
Yeah, I've gone to that one. It was fun. It
There
was
was
cool.
a Simpsons escape room pop up by our
Whoa.
crib like last year, and I was so pissed that I didn't go.
Mhm.
I don't even know what it could have been, but it was a
Yeah.
Simpsons.
Me
you
and
know, that's
Dana
my
like
shit.
driving. That's something. We like
Yeah.
driving.
See,
I just think in this job, just me being honest, you're never gonna find somebody that understands unless you are dating Rachel Nichols, who does the same job as you. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it was important. Like me and my girl been together for a decade, so she watched the progression, so she's like just understands it. I can imagine trying to be out on the dating market. Like now, it's just be tough. Like if
Yeah.
whatever happens, God forbid, me and my wife get a divorce today, I'd probably be single for like a decade.
That's kind of how I always think about that too. Is like I can imagine going out into the dating pool and like I feel like women's perception of men having platforms is like different. Like they view social media as like they gonna see we got thousands of followers. They gonna think someone probably gonna think, oh, they got hoes. But in reality,
I talk
It's-
basketball to teenagers.
it's just a
Bro,
it's just
it's
a
so
bunch of
funny,
teenage dudes.
Because when I met Elena,
I mean, I've had hoes before this. I had hoes with no
oh, yeah,
internet.
and, like put in,
Having hoes is different than having hoes.
yeah.
People are always gonna like me. I can't control that. You know what I'm saying? I can't control that, but I'm not engaging with nobody, so I don't
Yeah.
have hoes. But if some people think having hoes is just people who like you,
Mhm.
I'm just a person that
It's
I
funny
can make people laugh.
'cause I was
Derrick
talking to
me.
Elena
Look,
about
I can get
this.
him blushing. Mike was blushing earlier.
I
I don't
always
like
be
men,
blushing.
but they blushing.
I was talking to
Look,
Elena
he just
about this
blushed
earlier,
again.
and this is like when we first started talking. Obviously, we had like talk about what you do or whatever, anything like that. But like hearing somebody you just met be like, "I have a podcast," and it's like you almost 30 years old or around that age, is like that could go a lot of different ways. Either the motherfucker could be doing his thing,
Yeah.
or it's like he just out here.
That's the funny
I
thing.
need to do with an actual job type shit, bringing in money.
When I first met Dana,
Yeah,
I told her I had a podcast. She chuckled. I know she chuckled to herself in her brain because she had. I remember her telling her friend that I had a podcast, and even her friend, you just know. So
Yeah.
I know that they thought it was some, but then when I had told later on, I had told her like, "Oh, you want to come to New York? Remember we had a New York trip."
Mhm.
Like, oh yeah, I would go. What's for? Like, oh, remember I do a podcast, and then when motherfuckers start to see the real thing, it's like, oh, you have a podcast. But yeah,
Yeah.
when you first tell somebody, they don't, especially because we not like,
and this was like post pandemic too, so you know, like
Yeah.
everybody has started making a podcast.
literally. Yeah, I met her before the pandemic, but even still, it's like, yeah, it's like going up to somebody and saying I'm a YouTuber.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're not gonna really understand.
I rap.
yeah, it's the same thing.
It's just like, oh, you rap.
Another thing that
Drake
make it
rap, but
hard.
also bro that we went to school with rap too. So it's like-
Exactly.
Another thing that make it like that makes it hard to kind of balance that time is a lot of times, especially when it's like basketball from like 6 to what, like damn near 11 or midnight. But like my significant other, she's working most of the time. And she gets off at 5. So when it's like her free time, most of the time I'm locking in, or I might be
Wanna
trying
go
to get a
the game
stream, or I might be on
start.
the
Yep.
game or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of like conflicting schedules, and that's why probably like the weekends the most. Like we get to spend a lot of time like really sitting down with each other and stuff like that.
That's why I said, like, it's good. The best thing you could do is find somebody who tries to understand it. But I
Yeah.
really think nobody's going to really understand it unless they doing it too, unless
Mhm.
they're in the field. Because
Or they live with you because they can see like when I say I'm working, I'm literally working. I'm not
But
just
I-
BS. I'm at
for,
the,
you,
I'm
you
editing,
are,
I'm
but I
filming.
still think that our job is so crazy that to them it's like,
You're not
trust me,
really-
there's been
yeah.
plenty of
He's
times
watching basketball
where your
Yeah.
wife has talked to his girlfriend or something and was like, oh, they watching the game.
Why your girl try to snitch on me the other day?
Uh-oh.
About what?
Yeah, because
I'm tongue in cheek. It's not. So.
clearly, because it
when
probably
you were,
wouldn't be
when you were
interesting.
streaming, I put something in your chat between Liv and Rhea, whoever wins steals my heart.
Oh,
And she screenshotted the chat and sent it to Suzanne.
I'll tell you right now, they
And
ain't have to
Suzanne
fight.
came up to me like, "Oh, whoever wins your heart." I'm like, I was like,
I didn't even know
Yeah,
they
you
was.
see
I didn't
who's
even know they
out.
was watching.
"Yeah, I didn't know either."
They
They're like,
was-
"Yeah."
Give me Liv.
Because they weren't even
Morgan.
at home.
Well, now she's Dom's girl.
I
Apparently.
heard she was kissing him or something. I don't like
with
that.
tongue too.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I'm like, damn. I know you got to play the part, but you really playing the part right now.
Would y'all let y'all significant other play that part?
Let them. I don't. That's not my job. To
I
let
feel like
anybody do
no,
anything.
but I feel like also there's.
Can't be crazy.
I do feel like
He knew what you
the
meant.
wives have like been like, okay, they've
It's the
they've
same
had
thing
that
like
conversation. They didn't just go on TV and start lip locking.
Scarlett Johansson's kissed a million men on TV. She's working, and I'm sure a passionate kiss in a movie is the same
But that's
thing.
what he's asking you. Is that okay
Yeah.
with you?
Oh yeah, how much money you making?
That's
you
what I was
putting food
thinking.
on the
I
table?
think about the actors that have to do that job.
Yeah.
Or
What
It's
if
the
what
same
if she
thing.
acted in a different way?
What do you mean?
What if she do OF and she acting?
That's different.
She acted. How much money you make?
So like you saying, I think it's where it starts. Like if my wife came to me and said, right now I want to start an OnlyFans, like whoa, but if you meeting someone and that's a decision you make very early on.
I agree with you. That's why I'll be like, you knew what it was when you signed up.
There's
Yeah,
an bro. I can't remember if it's on either Family Guy, The Simpsons. I think it might be, or American Dad. But it's like an episode where, like the dad, he creates a OnlyFans. It's not doing shit. It's like not doing nothing. Like he just does it because he wants to clout whatever he thinks is gonna like do him justice. The wife's like, oh, okay, let me make mine then. And her shit starts going crazy. He can't take this shit, bro.
That's 99.9% of men, by the way.
And then you also got to deal with the public thing. Like, I don't know, some women probably can't handle the public thing. Like, if she posts a picture, teenage boys might come in and comment like, Dom was just kissing Liv on TV. Or like,
If my significant other was Liv Morgan and she couldn't handle that, I would break up with her. Because again, you know what it is when you signed up. It's a comment.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me? A
Rhea be
comment?
duo posting with her actual fiance and stuff. Nobody
Yeah.
really thinks that they're dating.
yeah.
At least they shouldn't.
Favorite memory from when you were a kid?
Favorite memory from
Favorite
when I was a
memory
kid?
from-
I would just say
I was-
hanging out with my friends and being a kid. Like so many kids today are just like electronicked up. We used to really go outside for 10 hours and like thug it out, play basketball.
I remember one day we had a snow day because it was cold as hell. Like I'm talking about negative something. You know what I did when we didn't go to school?
Go who?
Modern Warfare?
No,
Oh.
we went outside. I remember it was like me. I remember we walked to John's house. It might have been you with me, but this is like on a snow day, cold as hell. We were just like, shit, let's go hang out together.
It'd be like that.
Mine was probably making a basketball team in 8th grade. Like, that was a monumental moment for me because, like, I got cut 5th through 7th. And, like,
You're so crazy.
7?
because, like, I couldn't complete a suicide. And, like,
Because your asthma.
yeah. And, like, I went into that off season.
I always
like,
got to help him get into context. Because him not being able to complete
My asthma
suicide
was
is
really
crazy.
bad in
Yeah, I
middle
knew.
school.
I know it was really bad.
But, like,
You grew out of
eventually-
it? Do you
Yeah,
carry
I
an
grew out.
inhaler?
No, I don't have
I'm
an
just
inhaler.
fucking with you. I know
I
you.
haven't had to use an inhaler in maybe 2 years.
Mhm.
I keep this motherfucker with me.
Really?
Just
You never know.
In case.
You
Just
never
in
know.
case. This still got 200 squirts in it,
Yeah.
and it stay in my
Is
pocket.
it squirts or like puffs?
I like to say squirt.
That's my favorite type of drink.
My favorite memory would probably be playing baseball when my dad was a coach. That was super fun.
Don't do that. Like Squirt ain't one of the greatest pops in the universe.
It is.
Okay.
It's
You
okay.
look at-
Freshman B team was definitely fun as hell.
Yeah, I don't even consider that.
The
consider
game-
that childhood though.
True.
It was
Uh,
teenage years.
Young
or something.
adult.
Yeah. But like when my dad was a coach, yeah, it was a little bit of nepotism because I batted top of the lineup. But it also was really cool. Rest in peace to Coach Willie, man. Really
If
good
you
time.
had to pick one person on the pod to be stranded with on an island, who would it be and why?
Darrick. Darrick.
Derek.
I feel like he has watched enough of the shows to kind of have a general idea how to do everything.
Easily.
And he
yeah.
gonna know all the animals. He gonna be like, that one dangerous, Mike. Don't go near that one.
Yeah, that snake has this pattern.
You
Don't
see,
go near
you
it.
see how that frog bright yellow? That means it's poisonous.
I think everybody should know that.
You know the
Now I
crazy
do.
stuff though.
You didn't know that?
You
though?
see how his back furry? He horny right now.
I'm picking
this
Darrick.
this the
Only
horny
reason
season.
I was hesitant because I was like, Darrick gonna eat
Yes.
I would sacrifice for my partner.
or sacrifice your partner. Which one?
I would sacrifice for my partner.
Oh, okay. Well.
I wouldn't sacrifice my partner though. If we start, we starving together. I ain't going.
So how about you? We all pick you. You can't pick yourself.
He picking you because you don't eat a lot.
Yeah, that's a really good point. He could be like,
But also, if you need to eat somebody, I'm not the guy. I'm 135 soaking wet. Ain't a lot of meat on these bones.
I'm like chicken breast. I think he like dark
he
meat.
like the dark meat.
I'm trying to think who has the best survival instincts. I just
It
don't.
ain't me. I get a headache. I'm out for commission.
people were saying that when they was doing the comments, like who would survive by themselves. And I seen a lot of people saying me. And people was like, how y'all saying? And somebody was like, if somebody broke it down, somebody like Mike is clueless. He gonna walk somewhere and be done. KB don't eat he got the restriction, so he ain't gonna be able to eat anything.
I mean, if I'm on an island, I will eat dairy if I need to.
And they said Darrick gonna eat so much, he gonna eat the wrong shit. And I was like, that's a good answer.
I'm
Look,
gonna eat the wrong
That's a-
thing.
He think he eating some berries. He eating the poisonous caterpillar.
Hell no.
I think you need somebody that's somewhat tapped into nature a little
Have
bit.
to. If you can,
Yeah.
you have to.
Because two people who know nothing about nature went out there.
I don't even
sounds
know,
like a
I don't even know
recipe.
where to start when it comes to making a fire.
You gotta
anything
get
like that.
wood.
No idea. I know where
So
to
you
start.
don't know where to
I do
start.
know where to start.
I
I do
did-
know where to start.
Hey, I did something like that yesterday to my girlfriend.
But no, I kind of when you said I don't know where to start, so I looked at you. I'm like, what the? Wait, what?
You know,
Okay, I know that part.
Yeah, she was like, "Where's Northbrook?" I was like, "North."
Did that blow up?
Yes. She just did. I wasn't even trying to be sarcastic, but
I do that all the time. Though.
Yeah.
My girl be like, "What you eating?" I be like, "Food, some food."
I was not being intentional at all.
Now France is having a good game, huh? This guy right here got important to the start lineup over Rudy Gobert. He got 18 right now with a minute left in the third.
Oh,
It's a-
Rudy?
It's only a 7-point game. That was the last question, by the way.
I didn't know Rudy wasn't starting. I haven't
he
really been
started.
watching other games except for the U.S. ones.
Yeah. Well, the U.S. one starts in a couple hours.
That's the only reason I watch it because all the other games be on so damn
So
early.
early, yeah.
Like when you told me you was up watching, I
The
was like,
last one, the Greece versus
Yeah. "Did you?" And you said you woke up just
to piss.
yeah.
Looked at the times like, oh, that game's starting, and then started it but fell back to sleep.
I got a question, but I'm volunteering this for one of the worst questions I've seen up here from Sideshow Brady. Not
and
our
you put his
Brady.
name up.
If you had to bring one NBA player to third wheel with you
I
on
saw
a
that
girl on a
question.
with you and a girl on a first date, who would you choose?
I scroll right past that shit.
Why would I want an NBA player to third wheel with me?
Right, he's a millionaire and shit. He gonna steal.
She
my
gonna be
six,
leaving with
six.
him.
He gonna pull up with the best jewelry.
Right.
So,
So in that case, give me Jared Allen.
Bring Tim Duncan on with me.
Jared Allen gonna have on the sweats, some shoes, and a hoodie. Jared Allen drip is so generic, bro.
Nah, bring Campaign with me.
Ugly as hell. Hey, it ain't a bad third wheel.
but Campaign's still a millionaire.
Hey,
And he did.
Hey,
But I feel
last
like-
time I seen Campaign, he was with something decent. I ain't gonna lie. He was with something
doubt it.
decent. He was with something
Hey,
decent.
money talk.
Hey, literally,
He'll look the part. He gonna have some jewelry.
he was with something decent. Real shit.
Man.
Real shit.
Hey, it's one thing I've learned though. Millionaire men, they get whatever they want.
Yes, we do.
All right. Amen, brother.
What an awful question. Sideshow Brady. What do we own, bro? Actually, I want to know Sideshow Brady's answer to that question because
I
he
wanna-
has somebody in mind.
Yeah, I was gonna know what drive that question. Like something had to be going like something
Why you
similar
just
had to be
go in
coming
on
up.
Campaign like
He
that?
did, and you know that's gonna make.
Because I be thinking about that one picture where he just got his haircut and he was still looking kind of rough.
Hey, sitting in a barber chair.
Because how you get your haircut and you still look rough? Bro, that picture was
We
just
used to
getting
go to school
vibrant.
with a dude like that, and I used to be like, "Oh my god, how you get your haircut and it don't look fresh? Like
Oh,
that
man.
sucks, bro."
That's when you got to start thinking about what else you bring to the table. If you
No,
get a
that
haircut,
seriously sucks.
That shit sound like sympathy.
I
so
can't
bad
remember,
for bro.
Bro.
I do. I can't remember who I'm thinking about, but it was a dude we went to school with. He
But could
used
that just be him going to a bad barber?
No, I think that was just his hair.
Oh,
That shit.
bro, you don't know how much a haircut do for when you
Yeah,
be looking
haircut
rough and you get a
changes.
haircut.
Trust.
Shit, you go from a
Yesterday,
6 to a
when
10.
I found that I was gonna go to that show, I was putting out all these fits, and I couldn't even wear shit because I'm like, I gotta wear a hat. It ruins. I can't just wear. When you gotta wear a black White Sox hat, you gotta choose wisely. So if you have a cut, you decent. But like to get a cut and then it not be like fresh is kind of crazy. That's like some genetic, just like bullshit. I'll be pissed. I would be mad, bro.
Y'all think about your next hairstyle? Like, will you ever grow your hair back, or you always?
I had a dream that I had my dreads back.
Did that make you want them back?
No, not really.
No.
No.
I do think about my next hairstyle.
I
Like,
do too.
am I gonna wear hair or am I gonna be low?
What's your next hairstyle, KB?
Whenever I change from the 2-strand, I'm just gonna have a fade.
Oh, you really
A
can't
good
have.
fade. Good fades will go a
I mean,
long way.
I can get.
You know,
bro-
we
I
have
can
a
get
mini fro.
braids. I can do a lot. I can do a lot of things, Mike. I'm just a creature of habit. So I found this and I like it enough to keep doing it.
You're gonna look so weird with a fade.
Yeah,
Seriously.
it's been so long.
Head gonna be little.
I feel like it's been most of my adult life.
That means all your hats now changed.
I haven't worn a fitted hat in a minute. I've always just been wearing.
They bring it
snaps.
back
you
to
been wearing
George
snaps
Lopez
all
show?
No, I
What?
think it's just showing all the stuff on
Oh.
Peacock.
I was about to say, I
Yeah,
would,
they brought back that George Lopez show. I might have something to watch at 1 a.m.
Yeah, you
When
get
I
up to
be
piss
up.
and you, oh my.
bro, that intro
In a
used to
low
wake you up,
rider.
bro.
Yeah.
Why was it so damn loud?
I ain't
The-
care because his wife was so bad. I was
It
like,
was. The Office theme song is also extremely loud.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Why
It's
can't I
such a
think of that
peak.
thing song?
The Office or
Mhm.
George
Dun,
Lopez?
wait, how I go, Dmills?
Dun. It's
Yeah.
a bunch of bells.
Yeah.
I don't really. I actually forgot how it
Enough.
go.
Picture it in my head.
I haven't watched The Office in so long.
King of Queens got that intro too.
Like a loud one.
I'm sitting here in traffic on a Queensburg bridge tonight. And all I can, 'cause
I know
all
that
I
show.
wanna do
'Cause I feel like I seen
Hey,
that show.
is cash my check and drive right home to you. Cause baby, all my life I will be driving home to you. Now go.
Oh, that
Don't
was
ever
such
cut
a
off
great
our
intro.
song, boy.
I
And you know
never
that's not a
seen that
real
show.
song. They only made that just for the intro.
Those
Oh,
are my
that's-
favorite intros. Like
Yeah.
Psych has one that was created and sung by the creator of the show.
Yeah, that's dope. Cause I was like, let me go find a real song of that. Other epic intro.
The Boondocks.
I'm glad I got my girls. And then my girl,
Girlfriends?
get your head up. That's Living Single.
Oh, that's
Living
Living Single.
Singles top 3. We have I was just telling Darrick before y'all got here that Hard Knocks today that he need to lock into the
Yeah,
Hard.
we gotta
to
lock
Hard
in.
Knocks. You too, Mike.
Caleb Williams.
Y'all got
That'd be so
HBO
fun.
Max?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Come with my phone company,
Yeah, lock
Who you
in.
with? T-Mobile? No,
AT&T.
AT&T.
Are you at AT&T?
In the 90s kind of world,
I'm about to get another
I'm
phone
glad
line.
I got my girl.
Another
Get your head
line?
up right.
For who?
So the way I'm gonna do these IRL streams is with that phone.
Oh,
line.
you gonna have a burner.
Yeah. Nobody gonna have the number except for
You trying to do that one for real when we slide?
Mhm.
What's up?
I got a lot of stream ideas.
What's
I got a new
up?
desk coming tomorrow, bro.
Y'all
I
ain't
feel
ready
like Mike in it with his couch.
Y'all ain't
how
ready for
hype he
that
was
shit.
for that couch.
Oh
Is it
yeah.
a
You don't know
streaming
how
desk?
hype. I would, bro. When I say they said it was gonna take like a month or 2 to deliver. I talked about that couch every day till
You
it got
did.
delivered.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't even buy anything that take that long to get to me.
Same.
But that was my thing. I was like, bro, I
just
need a
bought
new
some
couch so
Lululemon
bad.
pants, and like I'm like, we have a Lululemon right here. Why are y'all taking days to deliver? Just come drive it to me. It's
But
like,
I needed a new couch, and I was like, I'm gonna have to wait regardless. So I might as well make the wait now instead of like, let me find a perfect deal, and I'm gonna still have to wait.
when
I
I
had to
bought a
wait
new
that
bed,
long.
I'm like, drop that off tomorrow.
I had to wait a while
couch
for my
too.
furniture because I moved like at the end of COVID, like when it was just ending. So like a lot of shit was out of stock, and like a lot of things was taking forever to deliver. So like I naturally just had to wait. We eventually just came to the conclusion, no matter how many furniture stores we go to,
You hilarious,
there's a
bro.
wait for everything.
Derek League name is Overnight Oats.
Oh, that's you. I
Overnight
was thinking, like, who the
Oats
hell
has
is Overnight
joined
Oats?
The league. That's
I
you.
literally didn't make a name.
So that ain't you then.
Who the
Who the
hell
hell
made
is
their name
that?
Overnight Oats?
Yeah, I was still at the joining.
You
screen,
love
man.
Overnight Oats, so I thought it was you.
Oh no.
I'm gonna get this couch. for
I
my
know that's
basement.
not Kyron.
Have you seen this couch before? Where every single one of the pieces you can detach and
And then
put
make
it
a big
any way.
move. Thing.
I have
You
seen-
can
Yeah.
get a
I
big
have seen-
bed. I'm
Yeah,
I
like,
was
I've
gonna
seen-
I'm getting
buy.
this for
I
the
was gonna
basement.
buy a couch like that, but Penny was going through her little pissy potty train. But I want a couch like that because you can make it to where you could just lay. Everybody can.
Yeah.
just
That's
lay
the type
on
of
it.
shit
Yeah.
that Elena want. But I was like, nah, I need my recliners. Like, I need that shit you could lay back in. You feel like you're watching a movie at a theater.
Because I'm finally gonna do the basement. It took a year and a half, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, we don't even want our furniture that's in our house. We want all new furniture.
You don't
Damn.
sell it. I'm gifting
Yeah.
mine to my sister. She's moving.
Yeah,
out
we
this
just gonna
month.
sell it for dirt cheap on Facebook Market.
Yep, that's the way to do it. And they'll come pick it up.
Yeah.
You remember we had a full swing set in our
Oh, yeah.
backyard We put it on Facebook Market for $1. Somebody was there the next day. He drove from Iowa. He took it apart, put it in the back of his truck, and
if
went
it's
back
a
home.
dollar,
Yeah.
if
Oh,
it's a
that's
dollar, there's gonna be people that do this.
And we didn't take the money. We didn't. What the fuck am I gonna do with $1?
He probably
Could have gave it to Avery.
Yeah.
She
Him,
has a.
it's
she
funny.
has her
Him
money.
buying it
That
for $1.
dirty ass dollar, he was gonna
He
get.
literally could have. He probably just flipped that shit himself.
Yeah. No, what? Maybe, but he told us he was gonna build it at home. We didn't really care.
Oh,
He
yeah.
could have told us he was gonna sell it for $1 million. We just want that shit out of our house.
What if he did sell it for $1 million?
Came up. What an investment.
He knew the right
Only
person
thing
to call.
the only thing it cost him was 2 hours of time to take it all down and load it back up.
Mm.
But
He had
no,
his own tool set.
he ain't asked me for nothing. He knocked on the door to say he was here. We showed him where it was at. Didn't hear back from him until he was done.
We've sold a lot of stuff on Facebook Market.
Yeah. There's a dude around the corner here. He has like his own eBay shop. He's got some cool figures that I'm gonna buy. But I'm gonna see if I could get them cheaper. Because I'm just gonna pull up
What
on him.
figures he got?
He got some MF Doom shit that I really
Oh.
want. He got some Simpsons stuff that I really want.
I thought you meant.
Some One Piece stuff. That just basically everything that I care about, he's got.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's just spend a lot of money with you. I'll come pick it up and we just make some type of deal. My basement gonna be nice. I got that one Nikola Jokic thing that I don't know what to do with.
Yeah, you got a lot of like
What happened to that
stuff in
thing?
your basement.
Right?
What happened to our Michael Jordan cutout?
I have that.
Oh, you have
I
it?
have that in my office right now.
Oh, I thought it was
That
left.
lets you know you ain't never watched a video of me in your life.
See you every day.
A video of
I
me.
watch your videos. I don't. Maybe I'm just overlooking it. I ain't gonna act like I watch every single Kenny video that ever dropped, but
That's a shame. It's in the cut though. It's back there. With his head cut off.
you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we appreciate y'all watching and listening to this
Mike
episode
don't
of
even
Numbers
watch
on the
your
Board.
streams.
I've seen them in there a few times.
I tune into more of the streams than I do the YouTube videos.
Because that's the more authentic version of me.
That's
doing
true.
it.
Yeah.
I
wanna
really
see the
enjoyed
Kenny,
that
I want to see the Kenny
series.
that cuss.
That's the last series. I was like that.
Yeah, I might not do anything like that again. Unless 2K upgrade.
Remember
the
when
damn mode.
you sat up here and said, "I'm retired. I'm done for sure," and then 2 weeks later,
Yeah, you know what happened?
and we told him he was gonna get back.
Yeah, y'all should have put money on it. You know what happened?
What?
I got bored.
I figured.
And we appreciate y'all watching and listening to this episode of Numbers on the Board. Leave it a like, tell a friend, and tell a friend that we still doing episodes during the off season. We got to get out of here to watch Team USA beat up on Brazil
Yeah,
and
buddy.
Bruno Caboclo and
No 33 today.
Cristiano Felicio.
Shout out Nene.
Shout out
Shout out to
Nene.
Nate. Look at you.
Shout out. Give us one more Brazilian, and we'll get out of here.
Barbosa.
There you
Look
go.
at that's all. I was hoping you said that.
Hey, we appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all soon. Peace.